Hey guys! Okay, here we are, now officially starting. A little bit late, but we had a lot of ground to cover there that didn't need to be part of the session. So, um, where we left off last time, you guys had just decided to go 90 degrees to the left from where you were going, and I am ready to handle that. It's no problem. You guys can do whatever you want. So,
Mhm.
you said, well, let's go to Neverwinter and see what we can find there. Sounds good. So you guys headed out on the road. I think it took about 5 days or so to get to the gates of Neverwinter. Um, Met some interesting people along the way. A rather flamboyant artist and a sort of a well-to-do merchant who was buried up to his neck by an ambush or a trick by a paramour of his. Um, and he promised you a reward if you would get him out of there and bring him back. So you got some coin coming to you as soon as you can get this guy where he needs to go. Um, and surprisingly, I let you guys roll for your own encounters, and you guys slept like babies through the whole 5 nights. There wasn't any attacks except for a stupid little bandit thing that didn't really go anywhere. Yeah, it was a perfectly pleasant trip to to Neverwinter through the dangerous lands surrounding Neverwinter. Um, so where last we left off, you were approaching the city. Now, coming up from the south, there's two gates. I kind of assumed you guys would be going through sort of the um, southwest gate. Uh, you've been through there before. That leads into a district called the Protector's Enclave, which is kind of like city central. It used to be called something different, but it was sort of renamed since Lord Neverember came and created the title Lord Protector. Um, and it's the area that's seeing the most construction work and rebuilding. And it's also one of the areas that didn't get as destroyed as some of the other districts in Neverwinter. So you would know that the other districts are to the north of Protector's Enclave is the Black Lake District. Um, and that used to be a fairly well-to-do section of town. It sort of still is, but there's still lots of destructions being worked on and things like that. But yeah, some of the more uppity up people used to live there. And to the east of that, on the same side of the river, is the River District, and that's the district that was damn near overrun by orcs from the Many Arrows tribe for a good many years. They've only recently just decided to pretty much up and move. Directly south of that, across the river, is the chasm. It used to be two districts that have just been ripped apart by this huge chasm that sort of just runs diagonally through both districts. And now it's just called the chasm. Um, because of all the spell plagued creatures and monsters that were operating in that area, they there's an ugly, but ugly, tall wall now that separates Protector's Enclave from the chasm, and it's ugly because it's made of old towers and buildings, wood, earth, whatever they could throw together to build this wall that's as tall as the exterior walls of the city, um, just to keep these creatures from encroaching into uh, the more civilized areas of the city. Um, Now, since Neverember has come into power, he has put some work and money into trying to make that a bit more like a wall, uh, and filling in some of the gaps and things like that. And in between Protector's Enclave and the Chasm is the Never Death Graveyard, and it's its own district. It's a huge graveyard filled with rows upon rows of mausoleums and tombstones and um, they've had problems. It's a dangerous place to travel. The priests of Kalimvor operate in the Never Death Graveyard, trying to uh, combat sort of the evil forces that are trying to come to fruition within the Never Death. And this Valindra lady that I was talking about before, this Lich, she was a big problem in there as well, raising the dead all the time and sending them attacking against the the clerics of Kalimvor. But that was a while ago. Maybe it's safe now. Eh, go in and check it out if you want. That's fine. Um,
Not with a name like that.
um, yeah, well, it's kind of come true in Never Death. Things keep coming back to life in there, so whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so you guys are approaching the city from that southwest gate. I mentioned that off to your left, you can see the coast, and you could see lots of ships coming and going from the port. The whole city is kind of almost like a horseshoe shape with a river running through the middle of it, and a port on the west end. Um, One of the interesting places that you remember from being here before, you could never afford it, but there is a couple of rather large earth moats that float around Neverwinter. One of them is floating just above the docks of Neverwinter. It's chained down to the land so it doesn't float off, uh, and it's kind of hard to get to. But a very fancy inn called the Moonstone Mask sits atop this flying earth moat. It is the sort of place to be seen uh, in Neverwinter these days. You guys could never, when you were here before, you had barely two coppers to rub together, so uh, you definitely couldn't get into to there. And then off to the north, there's an even larger earth moat floating off the coast. It's called Pirate Skyhold, and it used to be uh, a uh, a hangout for a group of pirates, the Black Dagger Pirates, and they had flying ships. Maybe there may even still be some flying ships up there waiting for somebody to come get, but it's an impossible place to get to. There's also rumors of a very powerful dragon that may occupy that area as well. Um, so you're fifth level. Sure, you could try to find a way up there if you want. Dangerous place. Um, all right, so you guys walk in. The first thing you notice is that there's quite a crowd sort of coming into the city. Um, oh, I wanted to mention too, as you guys were traveling north and looking at this city laid out in front of you, looking at the south side of it, you can see far along the wall to the east, parts of that chasm area. The outer walls are just completely trashed, crumbled all along that sort of southeastern section of the wall, and you can see it from there. It's like that section has been completely closed off, and they haven't even bothered to repair the walls leading into the city in that part of town. But as you approach the gates, it's a huge gatehouse with double towers. You've got archers at the top, and you've got soldiers, Neverwinter guards, down at the gate, sort of eyeing people as they're coming in. But there's a throng of citizens coming in from the outskirts. And from the bustle of activity and the sort of talk you can hear, there's some sort of a grand fair going on in the city this day. So you've got people coming in. Some of them have got wares that they want to sell at the fair, and other people are just coming in to see what's going on. Um, as you guys approach the gates, you're given. Let me see. Let's see. You guys aren't too. Well, I suppose Farouk and Braun are kind of heavy armored guys carrying weapons and stuff. Nash is a bit more subtle, but he's got the long sword and stuff.
And a bow.
And the cats travel light, so that's cool. But yeah, they kind of give you guys sort of a once over as being not typical citizens coming in. But they don't approach you or give you a hard time or anything. They just seem to note that you're there, and maybe watch as you go past. You see their eyes kind of follow you. Um, did you guys want to do anything at the gate? Engage with anybody or say anything? Or
Now, if we go unhindered, we just be glad about it and carry on.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. All right, so you enter into the first beginnings of Protector's Enclave. So directly to your right, you can see the large wall uh, rising up. That is the wall to um, the Paupers section of the Never Death graveyard. And you can see there's a grand gate leading into it, but that's 2 or 3 blocks over. This main thoroughfare you're on quickly branches into a three-way, I guess a four-way intersection, a right and left path, and a straight-ahead path. Many of the people are following straight. Some branch off to the left road. I will say you notice that there's an inordinate amount of buildings that have like scaffolding on the side of them, uh, you know, roughshod cranes and things like that as people are rebuilding, still rebuilding in the city. So you can't escape it pretty much everywhere you look. But you see that there's colorful banners that have kind of been strung across the streets, and it's the Flame Rule Fair Day. Yeah, so you can see guards are sort of mingling in with the crowd, sort of watching over them. They all stand out. They're pretty much all wearing the same sort of armor and the symbol of Neverwinter on their tabards. Yeah, what do you guys think you want to do? In the distance, I'll say this. So there's all these many different size buildings, some of them taller than others. There's the odd large tower sticking up, but you can see a massive temple citadel to the northwest of you, far across Protector's Enclave, that you know to be called the Hall of Justice, and that's the seat of the government right now. That's where Lord Neverember holds council and rules from. And then even beyond that, you see an even more massive, many-spired structure that you know to be Castle Never, the original seat of power in Neverwinter. But it is half collapsed and supposedly haunted with evil things going on inside of it. And it's where once it was a grand thing to look upon across the city and see this white gleaming castle shining there in the sun. Now it's a bit of an eyesore as many towers have completely collapsed, and some of it sort of reaches up into the sky as almost like a jagged spear or something. So looking around, you see Moonstone Mask over there floating away in the distance, which is kind of cool. You can see the massive Hall of Justice, and then beyond that, Castle Never. Those are the things that sort of stand out above the other buildings as you're walking through town.
Well, I personally think we should get some breakfast since it's early in the morning.
I'm always up for that. Now, when you guys were in here before, you couldn't afford lodgings in Protector's Enclave, so you actually had some sort of lower level lodgings in the River District. Kind of a bit of a rough and tumble part of town, but you guys have got some coin now, so you might actually be able to, step it up a bit. Where would you guys? So you think you'd like to get some food? You're not sure exactly where to get food around here.
Is this fellow that we're with, the merchant fellow that we need to drop off, is he good with like a pit stop and getting some food, or does he like anxious to get home?
Oh, he's anxious to get home, but he's from Protector's Enclave, so he probably can get you guys kind of where you're going. So he says, yeah, he's got a shop that is probably about maybe 5 blocks over to the northwest of where you guys are coming in. So he wants to go down the left road that branches off.
Okay, let's take him home.
And of course, Aurelius is just pleased to find out, where this guy's going and where you guys are going. So he tags along too. He's
I
pointing
don't
out.
remember his name. What was the merchant's name?
He may have just been the merchant, but let me see. I don't.
The Merchant of Neverwinter. Lovely play.
Oh, I think I did have his name in the blog post that I wrote. So let me see here real quick.
Just read it too, but I don't remember what his name was.
I am notoriously famous, and I always have been through all my years of DMing D&D. I'll like jot names down on a piece of paper or something, and then like a week goes by, and I'm like, what the heck is that name for, and what does it belong to? I have no idea.
I don't think that's just you, man.
Well, some people are good at it. I am not.
Mm.
I am particularly
I have a
bad.
lot of random notes.
That's why a lot of my fantasy characters are named Gary, Dave.
Just keep reusing the same name.
Oh, and Neil, you got to coin the title of the episode too. Flaming Spear of Death.
I noticed that.
Well-to-do young merchant. Blah 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 blah. All right. I don't see a name there for him, so he is going to be. I don't have a pen. I'll have to write it down in here somewhere.
You have a computer.
I know. Sometimes it's easier to just
Open
write.
Notepad.
Okay. So this guy's going to be Marius.
In Troubleless.
No. Let me see. Marius Farquhar. Not Marius. Marius Farquhar. And like I said, he's a young, fairly well-to-do merchant, but probably, Aurelius wasn't particularly impressed with him, so he's probably not like a really big merchant, but that's fine. All right. So he leads you down a street heading almost due west. You pass by some rather large buildings. You swing up around and start heading north, and you pass by the Shining Knight Arms and Armor store, fairly big deal. And he continues on down that road and stops in front of a manor house there. And he says, my thanks for getting me here, my friends. Give me one moment, and I shall go in and get your reward. And he heads
He's
into.
making us wait outside.
Yes, well, he dashes in and,
Okay.
And dashes out again with a purse in his hand.
I was expecting guards to come out.
No.
He saved his life, so I doubt that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a huge manor house. It's more like, I don't know, a really fancy, narrow two-story villa type kind of thing or something. Anyway, he comes out and he puts in your hands, and Farouk's hand in particular, because he shared his tent and his boots with him, a pouch containing 100 golden dragons.
Okay.
It's well worth it, my friends. Thank you very much.
Was he the one that was going to
Thank
tell us
you.
the magic shop, or was that the artist?
Oh, Aurelius knows all kinds of different things like that, yeah. And he says, and Aurelius says, yeah, you'll probably find all kinds of people selling things just out on the street here in the fair as well.
Well, not magic items.
Potentially.
You can point us in the direction of some good food.
Yep, certainly. Some good food. I would recommend the Moonstone Mask. Some okay food. A little bit more in less price range. I'm a little bit on the. He opens up his pouch and like a moth flies out of it. On the less than full purse side these days. But I'm sure that'll come. But yeah, I can. I would say the Driftwood Tavern is a great place as well, but that's a bit farther north in the Black Lake district. Let's see. Let me consult my knowledge as I look at my notes here. Places nearby that would be okay.
So we're kind of getting the impression that he's super broke, Doug, right now.
Whatever. He says the Sunken Flagon. Sunken Flagon.
Oh, and you don't know that we have a painting on commission on the way that he's going to. I think wasn't that he's.
Oh yes,
going to-
That's the artist, yeah.
Yeah.
The artist is making a painting for us. Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was the artist that was saying all these things about having.
Oh,
money
okay.
or
I thought
whatever.
you were saying it was the merchant.
Nope, the merchant's already happy to have sent you guys on your way and is heading back into his manor. Unless you guys have got anything else you'd like to say to him or anything like that.
No.
All right.
Well, I mean, do we know where we're going to stay yet? We don't, do we?
No.
Well, no, we're talking about where we're going to eat right now.
Yeah.
But if it's good enough, if the food where you're sending us is okay, then I will buy your breakfast for you.
You're officially now a patron. Excellent. Well then, I shall lead you on.
I've been accused of being patronizing, but I don't know about being a patron.
A patron of the arts is great. You'll love it.
Will I?
You absolutely will. As will I. Okay.
Like I'm stepping into something I don't really want to step into.
The Sunken Flagon is... it's in the Docks district, but it's just on the other side of downtown Protector's Enclave. He says now most of the market stuff is going to be going on there. Did you want to go to the market? Or did you want to kind of try to circumvent the fair as much as you can to get to the place to eat?
Let's get to the food first, and we'll
Yeah, exactly.
check out the
I agree.
market after.
I think that's probably the best idea. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to keep hanging as far south along these roads as we can. So he leaves the area where you dropped off Farquhar or whatever his name was, and he heads back down. He takes an alley over into another area that's like a little market area. So there's booths set up and there's some activity going on and some music, but just people selling all kinds of wares. And if they see you walking by, they start to try to get your attention, shouting at you and holding up their wares, textiles and food and street food, whatever on a stick type kind of stuff.
Whatever on a stick.
Yeah.
Iguana on the stick.
Sure.
Street
Yeah.
food.
It's just
Some
street
Fallout.
food. The smells though are quite spicy smells, exotic smells. Are sort of assault your senses, and you're like, oh, I'm kind of hungry, but okay. Anyway, and then he says, "Follow me down here." He cuts you down into another road, swings it up north. You kind of come into another area where the road starts to get busy again with stuff, and he says, "Let's go this way." And he wraps around some really large structures. He points them out and he says, "So we've got the Seven Sons Coster yards, warehouses, and right up here, we've got the Tarmaloon trade warehouses as well. So we're getting into sort of the downtown merchant area now. And he cuts across some nice park grass. And okay. And he says, we're going to have to go. Shit, I thought I could get through there. He goes, even I sometimes forget where I'm going. So we're going to have to go in front of the Hall of Justice. And as we pass by there, we're right into the thick of it. So you can see that there's a large open area with fountains and statues and all sorts of things that are sort of rather, regal looking that are in this area down by these massive warehouses and right by the sort of temple citadel of the Hall of Justice. And he ends up bringing you right through the thick of everything because I didn't I didn't take you the right way anyway. So you guys come walking in.
You're very good at this.
He says,
maybe there's people he's trying to avoid. He's probably got creditors.
If I was trying to get away from creditors, I wouldn't come here. He says. Anyways, you guys are going right through. Now you've got people of different races. You can see there's like a fat tabaxi in one booth selling exotic textiles. He just looks like a big fat house cat type kind of look, wearing silks and stuff. But he's hawking out some wares. You can see that there's elves, dwarves, half orcs. There's tieflings, like every sort of race that you can imagine is represented here in this area as you guys are going through. And there's there's probably just by the different dress that they're wearing, like Farouk, you definitely notice that there's definitely some southern garb wearing people that are probably from Khalisam or places like that are sort of Middle Eastern type kind of locales. Yeah, from all over. Elves, half-elves, everything. But it's a bustling crowd. It's really loud in this particular area. People are selling everything. Are you guys interested in seeing sort of what's there, or are you just interested in like, let's just get through here and try not to get involved in too much?
The only ordinary thing that I'm looking for is tobacco. A good tobacconist.
Okay.
But if I don't see it, I don't go out of my way. I just, as we're moving to where we're going, that would be the only thing I would keep an eye out for.
What are you looking for? Some long bottom leaf? Some old Toby?
Right?
There's a halfling you notice as you're going through. He's standing up on a crate, but in front of him is a table full of cloth wrapped dried leaf, basically tobacco leaf, and he's got them sectioned off as different types, and he's got pipes that he's selling, clay pipes and fancy wooden pipes. He's even got like some dwarven stone pipes sort of out in display as well. And he sees that he's got your eye, and he goes, my friend, come. Looking for some tobacco or perhaps one of these fine pipes?
This won't take long. Do we have time?
Go for it.
We get as much time as you want. It's not even
Get
lunchtime
double
yet.
of whatever you get, because I want some too.
Well, maybe you should come and take a sniff.
Okay.
You probably have a better sniffer than I do.
I don't know what's good though. I'm just new at this.
It's all about how it hits the whatever you call the palate of your nose.
Well, we've got some
Your nose
long
palate.
bottom leaf over here, and some. What was the other kind?
There's old Toby.
Yeah, there's Old Toby, which is a real favorite, especially of the smaller folk.
There's also Southern Star or South Lynch.
Indeed.
That's all the Lord of the Rings
I was going to
tobaccos that
say this
know
is
of.
I appreciate
all. Yeah. I'll be honest. What I'm looking
there
for
might
is
be more.
something, something either with a fruit, like a cherry flavoring, or alcohol. I'll be honest with you, and I kind of lean in. I'm looking for some dwarven brandy. Something with a bit of dwarven brandy added to it.
I don't know if I've got any dwarven brandy ones, but
Do you have
they're
anything?
they're definitely dwarves of the Delzoon in the market that would have all kinds of that stuff.
All right.
But I think this might suit. He grabs some leaf and holds it out to you so that you can inspect it. Yeah, it kind of fits the bill of what you're looking for. And he also pulls one up that's very fruity smelling, almost like cherry, like you asked. That's a pretty popular one, he says.
Yes. Yeah. When I used to smoke a pipe, that's what I was.
Popular
Working
with
with.
the ladies,
Did-
I
did-
mutter to
Yeah, so he goes on
find her.
to talk about the pedigree of that particular tobacco.
Yes. Yes.
It comes from Meztica. It's very fresh. It just came in not too long ago. Yeah,
Really?
tobacco kind of comes from South America, doesn't it? No, does it?
Well, southern United States, but I'm sure that there are other
No,
places.
originally though. I know chocolate.
Is
So,
it?
South America, yeah, I think that's
think
where
Yeah, there you go.
tobacco's from originally.
Yeah, so some of the best comes from Meztica, and this cherry one is definitely from there. He
Well,
says,
we'll need
now,
some of them.
how much
What are
did
we
you
looking
want?
at? Maybe enough for. I don't know, like a pouch would be maybe what, 10 bowls? 10.
Yeah, so
I don't know. What do you-
he
like a pouch?
measures it out and puts it in a pouch and weighs it, and he says, for that, it's going to be 5 gold pieces. It's quite a nice
I get you.
quite a nice tobacco. But yeah, you'll get 10 uses out of it.
I'll take it.
And how about you, my friend? He looks at Keeper, who seems interested in what's going on.
She's she also has a look of I don't know, that maybe we're being taken possibly, but yeah. I think I am interested, but I don't like price gouging, so I think I'll go take my business to somebody else. There must be somebody else here who is
Oh,
less.
well, we definitely have different varieties that might be a little cheaper if that's what you're looking for.
No, I'm not looking for cheaper. I'm looking for not being gouged. So I'll see you later. Bye bye. And I turn and walk away.
Bye. Anything else I can get you, sir?
I'm good, thanks.
I want that dwarven pipe there, and whatever the Delzoons are smoking these days, I'll take some of that. All right, 10 gold pieces. All right. Braun pays 10 gold pieces. It's a big pouch of tobacco. Gets this really ornate-looking dwarven pipe.
That's something that halfling is so used to people just handing their money over that he's shocked if somebody thinks maybe there should be some haggling. That's weird.
Well, you didn't haggle though.
He wasn't even showing any interest in haggling. He's not used to that. I think the rich people just hand their money over to him.
I think
Luxury items
that's
are like
not
that.
how you haggle, but you might want to try something different next time. Of course, I didn't do any haggling. I didn't want to.
No, I know. That's
figure
what
that out.
he's used to now. That's
If it smells good and you want it, that's my policy with
then
tobacco.
it's okay to give him 10 times what it's worth.
I'm lighting up right now. Starts filling the bowl.
And while we're going through here, Doug, I'm looking for a dwarf that's
Very
selling
nice.
dwarven ale.
Okay, so definitely as you're passing through this main area, oh yeah, and you can see that there's this crazy huge tree right in the center of this area that you're walking through now, that has all these really brightly colored leaves, and it sort of has a bit of a sparkle about it, like it's magical in some way or something, or maybe it's got some glamour on it, but it's definitely probably the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. But right across the way from that, you can see a crusty-looking dwarf, and he's got kegs and barrels around him, and Yeah, he's dealing with a couple of dwarves right now who are passing over coinage and taking some kegs.
I head over. I say, it looks like there's some dwarven ale over there, Bron.
Oh, there is. I could smell it. I knew I smelled something. Oh, even over this pipe. All
I'll
right.
need your keen senses of dwarven ale to see if it's good ale or not.
Oh yeah. So he heads over with you. I don't know. Do the rest of you guys go? Or are you going to look for something else? Or are you interested in?
No, I go just because I'm interested in the
Yeah.
Well,
Together.
purchasing.
first off, Braun insists on a taste test to see how good the ale is, and begrudgingly the dwarf taps some off for him, and he swirls it around his mouth like he's pretending like he's kind of a wine guy. Doesn't spit though. That's the good stuff, all right. Top of the line, I'd say. And he goes, "Of course it is." Shakes his head at Braun. How much do you want? Standard standard prices.
How much are the kegs?
Well, what are you looking for? You looking for wine? You looking for ale? You looking for something
Ale.
a little harder? Yeah, keg of ale, say this size, like a keg that you could like carry under your arm type kind of thing. Like
Hey, how much was that?
that's going to be 10 gold.
I would go with 7.
Well, that's guaranteed to put some hair in your chest. I could do 8.5.
8 and you got yourself a deal.
8 it is. Here you go. He hands it over, but it's the one that was tapped.
Oh, no. Not the
Oh yeah, sorry, forgot about that. Your friend wanted a taste test. Here, he gives you a different one.
It's the reason for the discount price.
Do you have any tabaxi wine?
No.
There's no such thing, so don't worry.
Is there? I was going to say there's definitely some tabaxis. I saw a real chunky one back there selling some clothing, but
We don't really have our own wine. I mean, maybe someday.
hey, all you got to do is stomp on some grapes. I guess that's what the elves do, right?
Leave a few tabaxi hairs in there, and away you go.
That's the potency, I'm sure. You ever come up with a
That's right, it's
wine?
a-
Bring it on by, and I'll taste test it. See if it's worth it.
It becomes a selling point at when you get there.
When you get a little bit of tabaxi for a tati.
Yes, it's the real
Oh,
thing.
it's the real thing. This has definitely been stomped on by some tabaxi.
Cat hair. Supposed to be hair of the dog, not the cat.
Dwarf wouldn't know the difference. He's chewing on his own beard hair half the time anyway. All right. Aurelius is just entertained by watching you guys interact with these people. So, Braun says, look, set one of those aside for me. I'll be back. I don't feel like carrying that around with me right now.
So we'll come back this way anyway. I want to get some. I think I want to get some wine for the road. I'm tired of not being drunk around you people.
So Braun pays half and gets him to set it aside. He says, I'll pay the other half when I'm coming back, when I know where I'm going to be staying. He goes, all right. Braun gives him his name, and they introduce themselves, and so he knows who he's looking for. And all right. Are you going to carry yours, or are you going to leave yours here?
I'm going to take mine with me. I'm going to put it in a sack, though, and tie it to my backpack.
Okay. It's pretty big and heavy, but you're a pretty strong guy. Okay. And you guys continue on. Is there anything else? Like I said, there's literally sort of everything that you can think of here. So, like I said, all kinds of different textiles and silks and cotton and wool clothing and all sorts of, once again, like this sort of street food. You've got jewelers that are holding up jewelry to people as they go by. There's people that are sort of selling relics, like from Gauntlgrim that's recently been discovered again. The ancient dwarven city. Yeah, just about anything you guys can think of you can find in this place. Let me see here. As you guys are heading north through this area, you guys, there's a bit of a commotion up ahead. And you can see people sort of screaming in terror and running in your direction.
Oh God.
I put my hand in my purse and
Yes,
Step
very
aside.
good idea.
Yes. I just get behind Farouk. Let
I'm
him
not that
part
big,
the ways.
remember.
Oh, yeah, but you've got that look.
You guys can hear some crashing up ahead and still like people screaming bloody murder.
do I hear sounds of animals or anything?
Well, give me a perception test.
I want to
With
jump to
disadvantage.
the side and like climb up something, Doug.
How's that for perception?
Yeah, I said with disadvantage. See, now you got to roll twice.
Oh,
Ha!
I didn't hear you say disadvantage. 19.
Pretty good. Do you? It doesn't sound like animals. It sounds like there's a fight breaking out up there.
I want to jump
Or running
off to the
away
side
from
of. I want to jump to the side of something, like jump up,
Yeah, give me
climb up the side of something so I can see what's going on.
yeah, give me an acrobatics or athletics test.
Okay, I can do that. 14.
Yeah, so you sort of jump out of the way. You sort of climb up a bit of a building and kind of see, and it looks like there is a fight. It looks like there's several creatures that are attacking people. They look humanoid, but not at the same time.
What do you see?
It looks like there's some creatures up there, like two-legged creatures. Not.
You see bodies hitting the ground.
They're killing. There's some killing going on up there. We should go see what's going on.
And
Thanks.
I start running towards the action.
All right, give me
I let you
give me-
break through the crowd. I run behind
give
you.
me give me a strength check.
Congo line
so there's a
behind
wave
Farouk.
of people that are coming in your direction, so it's going to make it kind of hard to. There's a couple of different ways you can try to do this. You can try to just bully your way on through. You can try to.
Shield in front of me and move forward.
Actually, Doug,
Yeah.
can I? Is there? I'm not picturing exactly how this is all working. Would I be able to go up and like run along
The Aladdin
awnings
thing?
and on top of buildings and leap? Doop, 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 doop.
Aladdin
Yeah, I mean,
or-
Would that be
Uh,
possible?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a warehouse right beside you and then there's an alley, and then there's another building. So
Even if I had to jump on people's carts and cause a little bit of trouble there, I don't care.
you want to get ahead then. You want to like leave Farouk behind and just get right up there and get into the.
I want to
into
get
the
up there
next-
and see what the hell's going on.
Okay, so I am going to get you to make a once again another athletics or acrobatics check for me. I want to see it.
Hey, 21.
So that's exactly what it looks like. So you are bounding up over a cart, knocking a thing of apples over as you sort of leap
That's
onto
fine.
the side of a building and crawl along, jumping from like a window ledge, jumping to another window ledge.
When
climbing
I
along.
do something like that, though, as I'm leaping away, I say, I'll pay for that later.
Yeah, so you're above everything, and you're gaining ground on the area that you're trying to get to.
Mhm.
And as you get closer, these things look like half human, half rats,
Oh.
wielding short swords. All right, Farouk, give me a strength check.
9.
A 9. You're kind of buffeted, and so you can't really make any ground that turn. That 6 seconds or whatever.
Okay,
I'll put my
I-
I'll put my shoulder into him. I'll give him a hand.
You're shouldering Farouk.
And I do my my best Andre the Giant and yell, "Get out of the way!"
All right.
Everybody move!
Give me an intimidation check, please.
Would that be a charisma one, or would that be based off of strength? Because they
Intimidation.
don't have to be based off of that. What defaults to it?
It's generally charisma, isn't it? Or does
Generally, but it doesn't have to be.
it? Oh.
He's hoping that you're not going to make him do a charisma check.
Well, no, I mean
No?
it says in the book it can be off. And
Yeah,
depending
I
on
would say give me a strength intimidation check.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, not 20.
Get out of the way! So you definitely make up the time that you lost by being buffeted back this time as they see this great sun flaring shield up in front of them as you're pushing your way through. You knock a couple people over and that's all it takes, and they start spreading the tide and working their way around you. And of course, Nash and Bronze in behind you, like taking advantage of whatever wake you leave as you go. Okay, and you can begin making your way through the crowd. So the first person that's going to get there is going to be Keeper. Basically, she's pretty much already there as you're starting the breakthrough. What do? You can see that there's 5 of these creatures.
I want.
They're
If
knocking
I
over
can-
carts, they're attacking people, they're just doing general destruction in the area.
If I have to stop on top of somebody's cart, I will. If there's a building I can be on top of instead, that's better, just to give me.
Well, did you want to go that high? Do you want to try to get to the
point.
roof, or were you just
Yeah, I'm gonna-
I kind of pictured you were sort of mid-level, just kind of like surfing along, jumping off of
that's-
carts and stuff.
That's fine. So if I have to step on a cart, that's fine. I don't have any.
You stop. How far away do you want to be from them? I would say that there's a bit
Pretty
of
much
a
on the. I'm
there's
gonna assume that there's almost like a circle forming. So at the edge of the circle.
right. People are fleeing, so there's a growing area of non.
If I can get on a cart just inside where the circle has reached at this point, that's
Yeah,
good. And I'm gonna try to bury an arrow in one of them when I get a chance.
Yeah, I'd say maybe you're 20 feet away. Does that sound okay, or you want to be a little farther back?
No, that's fine with me.
All right. So we're going to roll for initiative.
Mhm.
Everybody else is going to be a little bit behind, but we'll get her done. So let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Not
Sure,
quite
sure.
as prepared as I hoped it would be, but it shouldn't take me long.
Oh, you're
we
doing
were
fine.
supposed to be getting breakfast.
That's right.
Fighting on an empty stomach.
It was never going to happen.
Not with this crowd.
Let's see what looks like it would be right. Wish that kid would stop crying.
What kid?
Oh, you're not
You have the
listening.
sounds turned off.
You have your sounds
Yeah.
turned off.
Yes.
Then you just don't get the full immersion effect.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Getting farther away than from what I'm looking for here. Let me see here.
Are you looking for a map?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a quick city street battle map just to kind of basically represent what I'm talking about here. I think maybe this will work. It doesn't have to be exact, it just has to be fairly close. And I just have to pull it in. Do-do-do. Upload. Yeah, sorry, I haven't got my people screaming in terror sound effect set up quite yet. But just imagine that that's there. Oh, there it is right there. Do-do-do. And hopefully this fits something here. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to work out right. Let's see, throw Braun on there, see where he fits. Well, that could work. All right. So, I'm going to move you guys onto this wacky map that I just made. Or didn't make it, but I pulled it in there.
Wacky.
Give me a minute, and I will get some bad guys on there. It's not like perfect representation, but basically there's this little open area that you guys are traveling through, and I'm going to set up where the rat people are. And
Are we coming from the south, or are we coming
I'm
from
going
the
to say
west?
you're coming sort of from where Braun is now.
Okay.
Okay, so just picture Braun there with a bunch of people in front of him, and like you're in front of him, and everybody else is sort of in behind you. Okay, and I will show you where those guys are. Okay. Oh, just a sec. I gotta take this and make sure that it's.
And rat people. Keeper, this is right in our wheelhouse.
I know, right?
Are they from Maztica as well?
Oh, we've eliminated them from Azteca.
The main prick.
Okay, so
We're actually not from Maztica. We're from Cholt, but
Our ancestors are from.
our ancestors are from Maztica.
But
Yeah.
Not from Tabaxiland?
So I will say, Keeper, that you actually make it to the roof of that thing there. It gives you
Okay.
because now that I have the map, it kind of makes more sense. Yeah, and you're right about there. Finder, I want everybody to kind of be in behind Farouk. Okay. You're not spread out yet. There's still people that are kind of streaming past you guys and
Yeah, no,
running
no.
this way.
I just dropped him before you started putting guys in. It's like I don't
Yeah.
even know where behind is.
People are running this way, and people are running this way, and there's people running over here, and they're all running from what's going on down here. And Keeper has managed to sort of leap ahead. There's carts and stuff all through here.
Ninja!
I haven't got it dressed up for you guys, but basically there's carts and stuff. There's a bunch of carts down here that are knocked over. There's a few dead bodies here, or dying bodies from the rat people's attacks. Yeah, so Nick, Keeper, you were kind of bouncing from cart to cart, and then kind of climbed up this wall here and got yourself into that position. All right, now I'm going to
That's what
pull
I
up.
do.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the turn order. And
A couple
Yes.
of the rat people are not snapped to the grid.
they're not.
oh,
Yeah, that guy there
Yeah.
and that guy there.
No, they're perfect.
And
good. Yep.
I was seeing them in the middle of the line.
So was I.
He just corrected it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. This I must have the way I dropped it. It's fine.
7, but I got here first.
Just takes you a little bit longer to get
Yeah,
in
but
position.
you're probably a round ahead of us still. Ooh. That represents my casual meandering into this battle anyway.
Hey.
You're still shopping.
I'll just go back, yeah. I'm looking at what I can buy over here.
Okay, I'm going to zoom in for the folks at home to see this a little bit better. Move this over here. All right, now I haven't got my usual initiative thing set up here, so I'll do it this way. And hopefully it'll do it for each one. That guy's fast.
Ever.
That guy's not. Yeah, I guess it's doing it the right way. Normally I've got little macros set up, but I didn't have time to do that for these guys. Alright, so, oh, and of course, who did I forget? Dum-ba-dum-bum. Brawn. Alright. I will arrange these guys appropriately.
It didn't arrange.
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm adding something. Then, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh wow, he's actually pretty darn fast. All right. This is round one. All right, I want you guys to just hold this thought. Talk amongst yourselves just for 1 second. I'll be right back.
One for a smoke then.
Yeah, pee break. I've been waiting, so.
Word.
All right. Cup filling time.
Bladder empty and cup filling.
Hello. I am back. Are you back? Oh, everybody took a break. Then I'll put it in the break section.
Are you there, Finder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can find a way up onto this roof.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics or athletics test.
That's a 10.
Yeah, there's a little cart there you can use to help you. I'm going to say by the time you move over there, pass through a couple of people, yeah, you can get to the roof. Get to the roof right about, like you'll come over here, and then come over here, and then you'll leap up and get up on there. But it's
I'm
not
okay with like
it's not-
being right over by the cart here.
yeah, it's not elegant, and you because you have to go through people, it kind of takes away some of your movement, so that's where you end up.
No, that's fine.
Okay,
Is that just movement, or was there an action in there too?
that was just movement, I'd say.
All right.
You're a
Then I
climber.
shall. I shall do an Eldritch Blast as well.
Oh, but of course, you do that whole I'm a bard, warlock, one-trick pony thing.
That's not one trick. That's all the tricks, dude.
I know, it's so awesome, isn't it? Now, do you have the thing that gives you the extra damage on it as well?
I do.
Nice,
Eldritch Blast, or Agonizing Blast, that is.
nice. All right.
However, I don't have it set up in my attacks yet, so I gotta roll it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the first one is 12.
Well, they're not very well armored. I would say, yeah, 12 hits.
12, all right. For 8 points.
Which guy are you hitting?
Just front ranks. This guy.
That guy there? Okay.
Yep.
And so you hit for how much? 12, did you say?
Actually, I hit him both times, so for 17 points force damage.
Yeah, 2 good solid hits on the guy. He's definitely feeling that. All right. Anything else? Well, that was your movement and attack, so
That was it.
Probably
Yep.
not. All right. Now this guy here is going to fire at Farouk incoming with his hand crossbow. Nope, that's not going to do it. Comes in and it just bounces off your armor. This little crossbow bolt. All right, that's the end of round 1. Now we're back on to Nash. So you were kind of slowed down by people last time. It's fairly clear now, though. So you should be able to move around a bit more. The crowd is mostly left.
I move over to here. Do I have a shot on any of these guys?
Probably
I don't
all.
want to.
You have a shot on all of them.
All right, it's the people that I'm worried. There's nobody behind them. If I miss, it won't go into anybody. We're good.
No, it's been a couple of turns, and the people have now all pretty much gone past you guys.
I will do. Let's take the 2 that are bunched up there.
Okay. Point them out to me.
This
This one here.
Pew and pew.
Okay.
So I'll do sniper shots on them. See if I can wake them up. Ooh, that was an 8.
Yeah, 8 misses for sure.
The second shot into the first guy, and then do the 11.
Misses.
Oh my gosh. 16.
That hits.
Oh, okay. So the guy in behind takes 17.
Yeah, so it comes in and you see it hits his torso and falls to the ground. Doesn't even stick into him.
All right then. All right then. Well then, I'm just going to go home then.
All right. So this guy here, at the front here, is taking some hits, is going to just charge right in at Farouk, head him off at the pass.
As he gets within range.
Yeah, do your thing.
16 for 9.
Yeah, you strike out at him, and he grabs the spearhead with his hand and knocks it to the side.
Okay.
All right then.
Definitely. He grabs it, but you feel your spear stick into his shoulder, and he just pushes it aside. You don't see any blood coming off him.
Like a theme.
Okay, but now he's going to get his attack on you. He's going to attack you with a short sword. Actually, he gets 2 attacks. He's going to attack you with a short sword, and he's going to try to bite you with his rat-like snout. Short sword, no luck. No love there. And 14's not going to do it. Okay. Snapping his jaws at you and striking at you with his short sword, but you're pretty tough, so you didn't take anything from that. Alright, so now it's this guy's turn. The guy down below, he is going to try to crawl up and get Keeper. So he's going to need to make a athletics check. An athletics check to see if you can get up there. So now he starts clawing his way up to get Keeper. Let's say he moves over here, but he can't get up. That's going to be his action for this turn. So takes care of him. Now we drop all the way down to initiative 10. Crazy. This guy is going to take another shot at Keeper with his hand crossbow. Oh, a 21 for 5 piercing. Crazy. So that hits. And he's going to take a shot at Farouk as well with his crossbow. Ooh, ha! 21 for 3 damage, piercing. I know what that's going to be.
Which is 0.
I know. It's kind of insulting that way, but... all right, Farouk, it's your turn, buddy. So the crowd is dispersed around you now. They're all somewhere behind you, fleeing.
Move there. I'm going to spear the guy that's now behind me. 14 for 9.
Yeah, you get him in the kidney. It doesn't seem to penetrate his skin.
Try it again. 17 for 9.
Same thing. He's sort of he's turning now to face you as you're attacking him.
And a nat 20 for 11.
Crack him. That's with your butt. You crack him in the side of the head, and his head kind of knocks sideways, and he turns to look back at you. Not even a
And I got
scratch.
2.
2's nothing for
No special.
Yeah, you crack up his head sideways, and he just kind of looks back at you and snarls.
Then I'm going to
This is
action
gonna be
surge.
fun. What's that?
Action surge.
Okay.
That's a miss. Nat 20 again.
You catch him in the throat, and you knock him back a few steps.
Nothing special.
You knock him back a few steps, and he kind of comes back. There's no blood. There's no wound at all from where you speared him.
Okay. So that's my 5 attacks on that guy. Oh, and he's marked.
I guess, is he marked? You didn't really do any damage to him.
When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Oh, you know what?
When you
I'll
damage
say he's marked because you're still going to be there. The idea is that you're there to, you know, get in his way if he tries to attack somebody else or make it difficult for him. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Farouk's just fury of attacks on this guy. Baran. Oh yeah, I love this stuff. Charges up. It attacks with a double-heated battle axe to the back. Misses.
Nope.
All right, and he only gets one attack. So, as a bonus action, he's going to do his thing. He's going to get his whatchamacallit out, spiritual weapon. Why not? I'm going to put that right over here, and he's going to attack him with that. For 9. Okay. He attacks him and misses. Alright, that's Bronze attack. Keeper. So you've got a guy scrambling to get up there to get you. A couple of guys have taken shots at you from down below.
I'll take a. How close is the guy who's scrambling up?
Oh, he's, I don't know, like 12 feet down from you, and he doesn't seem like he's having much luck right now.
All right, I'll take a shot down at him.
Okay.
Nikki knows this is a waste of time, but...
Well, I'm not telling you to waste your time, but do what you think you should do.
Well...
Yeah, it's a solid hit. It's definitely not wasting your time because this tells you hit him in the head and it managed to knock a little leather cap off him, but there's no blood and your arrow just falls down and lands on the ground.
I yell out, there's something wrong, we're not hurting them, and I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Move over to the other end of the...
Are you going to stay on that side of the peak?
I still want to be able to see what's going on.
I would say that you could get some cover if you were on the other side of the peak and just kind of looking over. At least it would make it
okay.
As
long as I can still. How far back do you want me to be?
Just over. No, just
over.
Just one
okay.
square over. Yep.
So
you
can
crouch
get a little
down,
cover,
right?
but I can still see what's going on. I don't want to not know what's happening.
Yeah. No, you've got cover just in case they shoot at you again. It's going to give you a little bit more of an armor class.
I don't have any magical weapons, so.
That's why we're here.
That's kind of what you came here for.
I'm effed.
All right. So this guy here is...
Proof that we're on the right course of action.
This guy here is going to take a couple of shots at Farouk. Natural 1. Well, let me just see here. Roll a d4 for this guy. See if he fucks himself up. Pardon my French. He rolled a 4, so no. All right, and he's going to take another shot at Farouk. 9. You don't even... Just kind of bounces off your armor once again. Actually, no, it doesn't because it's only a 9. It just misses. All right. Takes care of that guy. Finders go.
I'm going to step over here, seeing that my sister fired downward on somebody. I'm going to scooch over here so I can get him in my line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And
did his Eldritch Blast seem to hurt them?
Yes.
having corrected my missing data before, boop, there we go. Ooh, man, that's
21
a pretty
for
good
12 hits, yep.
auspicious beginning. And hey, let's do it again. 23 for 9. Look at that. Jeez.
So 21 damage to this guy. He feels it, man. That's pretty crazy. 21.
Don't touch my sister.
He's like, I'm not going to touch that guy's sister. Ouch. Okay. Anything else, Finder? You've moved, you've shot. Any bonus actions or tricky things you want to do?
Oh, yeah. Just 1 second. Let's give a bardic inspiration to Keeper. There you go.
Of course. And that's a D6?
Yeah.
All right, you got a D6.
For now, a D6.
Yeah, it does get better. All right.
It's better when it refreshes on a short rest. But anyway.
Yep.
So this guy here is going to fire on. This guy here is going to fire on Keeper, even though she's got the better cover. He kind of tracks her as she runs along the roof, and he's going to fire his hand crossbow. Misses, just flies right past you. And a 17. That's going to be.
+2 for half and.
I'm actually
five.
giving her a little better than +2, so I'm going to say that's a 14. Does that hit?
No, sorry.
That one misses as well. Okay, 2 shots, misses. Beginning of round 2 now. We're back up to Nash.
Whee!
So everybody's sort of making comments or shouting out that there's something wrong, and if you, of course, definitely have noticed this as well.
Yes. I'm going to draw my sword.
Mm-hmm.
And on my way to him with a bonus action, I'm going to mark him with a hunter's mark.
Okay. He's getting pretty colorful. Let's get a green mark.
And I am going to take a couple swings at him.
Nash breaking out the steel.
It's natural, so.
Let's see. Let's see
I
if
know
he
why.
can. Let's see if he can do it. It's been a long time since I've swung a sword. Oh, there's an 18.
That hits for 5.
And
It draws a gash across his shoulder.
And the hunter's mark. I assume that works.
Yep.
So that's another 1. So he takes 11.
Oh, right. The hunter's mark did 6. Nice.
Yeah, that was a good hunter's mark. And I'll take another swing. Oh, for 22 hits, I assume.
Yeah, you come charging up to Farouk, and you gash him across the shoulder, and then you do an upswing with your two-handed strike and cut him right across the abdomen, and his intestines start spilling out as he topples forward.
Good. 22 in total.
Between the two.
Okay, yeah, he goes down. He is now an X. As soon as I can make him an X. All right. Ugh. Okay. Anything else? That was 2 attacks and a move.
And a bonus action, so I'm good.
All right.
Woohoo!
All right. This guy he doesn't know what's going on, so he's still going to try to crawl up, thinking that you're still there. He's going to make another athletics test.
Oh, you got that guy just before his attack too. Nice.
Okay. So this guy over here is wasting his time again, not doing anything. This guy here is still going to take a shot at Farouk. A double tap with a hand crossbow. 15.
You can only single shoot with the crossbow, Doug.
Even a hand crossbow?
Yep, they have the loading.
Oh, see? Oh, I forgot. I thought where's a hand crossbow you might be able to. All right. Then he doesn't. And I'm going to give Nikki 5 hit points back.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe he had something special that he was
No,
able to
he gets
do.
he gets 2 attacks per round, but if you
Mhm.
can't do it with a hand crossbow, then you can't.
I'll make 100% sure, but I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, I thought it might have been different because it was a hand crossbow, but you're pretty good at that stuff, Neil, so you're like my encyclopedia.
It might go to my head, Doug.
Whatever, man. As long as you're there to help, then that's good. It means there's less things I gotta
Hand
worry about.
crossbow has loading.
All you need to do is keep doing what you're doing. So
Yeah, I'm
There
not
you go.
complaining. Okay, yeah. So,
Encyclopedia McNelia.
yeah, he takes a shot and misses against Farouk.
Michael.
And now it's Farouk's go. Yeah, Buddy goes down right beside you, man. Hard.
Well, that's because I wounded him so much.
Well, this is adding to your knowledge. Like, you know that Nash has a magic sword, and it cut
Yep.
through this guy like butter.
So I move down here.
Mhm.
I attack the northeast guy.
Yep.
10's a miss.
Yep.
Attack the northeast guy again. 13 for 8.
13 hits. Gonna mark him.
Yep. And then the guy to the east, I'm going to butt in.
Definitely
23
hits,
for 6.
and he gets marked as well. I mean, yeah, if you can't hurt them, you might as well do what you do, right?
Yep. Give him disadvantage to attack anybody else.
Okay. All right, Braun. Well, he sees that what you guys are doing. He's going to abandon his axe and draw out that mace that he has. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to move down and attack this guy. And as a bonus action, he's going to move his thing down. I shouldn't do that because maybe I'll hurt him this time. I don't know. All right,
You
we're
can
on.
move and attack with the bonus, Doug.
What's that?
You can move it and attack with it in the same
Yeah.
bonus.
I might kill this guy with the first attack, so I was getting ahead of myself, so I stopped it there. All right. Oh, sorry, no. So that mace. Where is it? There it is. Nope, 9 misses. So yeah, I will move this thing down to here and attack with a spiritual weapon. Another 9. Oh, horrible. All right, Braun's
It's the
doing.
beer.
Yeah, Braun's doing his best, but he had a really crappy round. Keeper.
Shouldn't have had that drink.
All right.
I was just gonna say.
So, Keeper, you've got your nice 3 points of cover up there.
Guess I should have given him the bardic inspiration.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
There's nothing I can do to hurt them.
Gotta keep studying those magic books. Maybe you get like a magic missile or something.
Yeah, I know. So I think what I'm going to do is be dodgy and keep an eye out.
Well, I mean,
to-
make yourself a target, be dodgy, and maybe they'll keep firing at you and missing. That's helping.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like
Yeah, I mean,
ducking and hoping that they don't hit me.
you've at least got one guy who's intent on shooting you, but now he's got Farouk in his face, so it's hard to say. All right, sounds good. So you're dodging.
And I
Remind
guess
me of that.
keeping it out, making sure more don't show up. I don't know.
That's fine. Just remind me if I attack you that you're dodging. I'll probably forget.
Okay.
All right, Farouk, you are going to get attacked by the guy to the northeast of you with two shorts. Actually, a short sword and a bite attack. 6. You easily block that with your shield, and he bites you, missing. Really bad. You really shook this guy by coming up on him. He didn't expect you to be right there so soon. He misses and wastes his turn a bit. Finder.
Finish them.
I didn't finish that guy that was hanging off the edge, so let's see if we can do that. Wow!
I already know what
Holy
Braun's going to say. Okay, so for 6 damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's still climbing, then I'll hit him with that.
Still counts as mine, Braun says. As this guy goes down. Ka-chunk. He's got a bit of a complex when it comes to fights, I think. All right. Yeah, Buddy goes down. Goes toppling over some of the carts that are up against that wall. Lands into a pile of fruit. All
I
right.
want him.
All right.
That's it.
This guy is the guy that was taking shots at Keeper. He's got Farouk in his face now, so he's going to double short sword him. 19. Close but no cigar. A 20 for 4.
For 1.
Ka-choo.
Oh, scratch.
All right. Butter scratch. That's right. All right, round 4. Nasher. Back to you, buddy.
Right. Move the mark to the northernmost rat.
Okay, this guy here.
Right there, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I will put a couple of attacks into him. See if we can. Oh, that's the.
Yep,
That's a 1.
Give me a D4. Let's resolve that.
A 1.
Means I got to get the deck out, my friend.
Yes.
As much as I don't want to.
I told I just haven't swung the sword in a long time, you know.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right,
That's right.
draw
You're
your
just
card.
you're getting used to it again. Shake it off and carry on.
Bent.
Can't bend a magic weapon.
You're not. This little attack is not going to bend this magic sword. But I'm going to say that. I'm going to give you like a minus 4 on your next attack.
Okay.
With it. That's still going to hit for 13.
Good. And 5, which is 8. So 18.
All right, 18. Forget about that thing. Minus
Oh, and
18.
don't forget.
And then I'll do the
Guy next to him.
guy next to him.
18.
Oh, for 13.
Yeah, you hit him too.
That was max damage. Nice.
Okay, this is definitely taking a turn for the worse for these folks. Your weapons were supposed to bounce off them. They're not too impressed right now. In fact, this guy is going to run. This guy
Which
here.
guy?
This guy here.
Take an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Not that it matters. 22 for 6, and he's marked.
Okay. He is marked. And he takes off. All right. Farouk, you go next.
Gonna attack the northern guy. The northeast guy. 12 for 9.
Hits. And so you mark him again?
Yep. And then the guy in the east of me.
Mhm.
That one.
Roll D4.
Dudes.
There's been a couple of 20s and a couple of 1s coming around here. All right. Hit the deck.
So melee, the attack deals damage to you instead of the target.
All right. You take 9 piercing.
So I'll take 6.
That's embarrassing. All right. It happens.
And use the butt end.
How do you manage to stab yourself with a
He's-
spear?
Hit himself in
he's
the
marked.
foot. Yeah.
So both of those guys are remarked.
Yeah, you managed to mark 3 guys this round. That's the way it's supposed to
2.
go. No, you got the guy around the corner, too, that ran.
Oh, yes. But he's out of my 5-foot range, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay. That's it for Farouk, then. Any movement?
No.
All right. Braun is going to step over here. 5, 10, 15. So he's got both targets. He's going to attack the southern guy. That's what he's going to do with the mace. 14 hits for 5 bludgeoning. And that seems to do damage. And Braun attacks with his spiritual weapon. He swings it down right over here beside him. And gets a 24 for 10. Rocks that guy pretty good. He's bloodied. Finally, I did something. Okay. Off to Keeper.
Same thing. Just,
Yep, this guy's still within your sight. You see him running away over there.
I'm gonna try to track him to see where he goes.
Okay. You're not actually going to follow him, but you're just going to be like, okay, he went down here and then he went right or whatever. And
Yeah.
okay. Fair enough. Yeah, he's actually heading in the direction of another crowd of people who are going to probably start reacting as he makes his way through. All right. And you keep dodging. This guy is going to... he's going to disengage and go this way. 5, 10. All right, so if you guys have reactions, Nash
Nope.
or
You say you
Brock?
disengaged.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. He just did disengage, right? Sorry.
So unless you have Sentinel or
10,
something, then
15.
no good.
And he's
So I
running
get
up.
next level.
He's running up this way. Yeah. All right, Finder, it's your go.
Right into my sights.
Oh yeah, clear shot.
Nice.
20 for 13.
Sweet.
Ugh,
Nat 20. Come on, nat 20.
He staggers as he's going.
And 12 for 6.
He staggers forward, and you hit him with the second one, and it flips him onto his back. He does like a spin in the air and crashes into a cart.
Nice.
Down he goes.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur, I'm so proud of you. You've gotten so powerful.
Now, when these guys go down, you see that they kind of do this odd twisting morph thing where they morph back into like a human form. All right. There you
And
go.
how far can I jump? I forgot. Like, how-
Your strength. Not
Right,
the
okay.
bonus, but the actual strength.
if you run over
How
to here,
steep is this?
if you run over to here, you can jump over to there, no problem.
Okay,
Yeah, and
that's
that's
what I'm
what
gonna
the
do.
10-foot run.
Well, try to get to there.
No problem.
Go.
All right. That was. Oh no, sorry. Who's this guy? This guy is going to. God, he's in a tough spot too. He's going to disengage and go that way. Nash.
I will pursue.
All right.
I'll use a bonus action to move the mark to him.
Okay.
Can I do non-lethal on him and try and knock
Yes.
him out? Try
Of
and
course.
subdue him?
Of course you can. Yep.
With mealies, yeah.
11.
That
Does
misses.
11 hit? 12
A 12 hits for 9.
for 9.
You knock him out. You club him over the head, and down he goes. So I'm gonna make him have an unhappy face. There we go. That's his mark. All right, down he goes.
Immediately, like, try and tie him up. Take some of my rope and start binding him up.
Yeah, you'll have time to maybe pull your rope out, and you'll have to do that next turn.
Okay.
All right, this guy over here keeps running.
Is he hurting anybody? Is he doing anything like that?
No, he's escaping. He's not attacking people. He's running through them, and they're sort of running to get out of his way. And so he goes another 60 feet down, actually about 40 more feet down, and then he turns north in an alley.
Okay.
So I'm just going to sort of pull him off
Eh.
right now. He's not there, but you know what I mean.
Like a horse?
Ah,
Stave.
pulls off the horse. Okay. Farouk.
One's getting away!
right.
I'll yell out to Farouk the direction he went. He went
Thank
left.
you. Thank you. Physique.
All right. Braun. Well, he's not exactly a chaser kind of guy. This thing can go 30, 5, 10, 20. Yeah. He runs down to the corner and he moves his thing. He moves his thing ahead of him, but he's like he doesn't see a target when he gets down there, so he just kind of stops there.
She just yelled out to the right.
Yeah. All right. He makes it look like he's gonna expend all that energy chasing after this guy and all this armor that he's wearing. So he kind of goes another 10 feet as part of a dash. I'll never catch him. All right. That's Braun. Keeper.
I'm gonna. Actually,
just can I back up here just real quick? Sorry. Before your turn, Braun is going to actually use his dash. He's going to go back up here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to go back up to one of these bodies up here. The wounded people. He's not going to waste his time. All right. Sorry. Back to you.
so much more clericy.
Hmm.
I'm going to jump down off the roof.
Mhm.
Run and jump down off the roof. I think you said it's like actually I'll climb down a little ways and then let myself drop a little ways. I don't want to break a leg or something.
Yeah, you can do it that way, or you can try to be flashy and make an acrobatics check.
I like to be flashy, you know me. I just don't want to be stupid about it either.
That's okay.
My point is that I'm going to use a lot of movement and try to catch up with Farouk to help him find the other guy.
Okay, give me an athletics check. Come on.
Too much pressure?
No pressure. Do it. Do it.
Oh my god, what is
If you
wrong
make
with my
this,
auto?
I will give you an extra 5 feet of movement.
Yeah,
All
15.
right. Yeah.
Yoot.
So you go moving over here, and you kind of leap over and tag off this wall here, land on top of this wagon here, and
Nice.
are boogieing up here. You don't take any damage. So
I'm using my feline agility and everything.
you should be able to get right past Farouk with that, I'm thinking.
Easily.
Yeah. I want to get so that we figured that it's 180, right? I want to get down at the map ends, so I want to get down. I want to get as far as I can, as close to where.
Yeah,
He
I have
turned.
an idea, so let me see. So that's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 gets you to the corner of the alley that he went up. And 10, 20 gets you to like right up behind this guy. Yeah.
So you
Okay.
don't have to use your action. You could always grapple or something. That'll stop him.
She doesn't have any tree to jump out of to grapple somebody though.
I know. I will. I'll try to grab a hold of him
All right.
because I want to slow him down. So
Are you going to try to take him down with a grapple?
I'm gonna run and leap at him. Yeah.
You kind of spin around so that your like black claws are like ripping at his stomach like a cat does as you pull him down.
I'm trying to disembowel him. So much as that'll.
Give
work.
me a grapple check.
And that is
Athletics.
It's an
Athletics?
check. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
he gets
man.
to use either.
Yeah, I don't have any pluses for that. We'll see. 9.
Yeah. Okay. You kind of get to him and reach out and like tag him and like catch a piece of his clothing, but he's like still trying to get away. You didn't manage to grab him. but you're right on him.
Mhm.
The hard thing is when you're in a race like this, if you have the same movement rate, it's kind of hard to catch up to somebody. So you managed to get past that quite nicely.
And she can keep it up.
Yeah, you're there now. And I think what's your movement rate? Is it like 35 or something?
I think it's just 30 right now.
Oh, okay.
But she can double dash. Which
Yeah.
gives her
Oh,
agility.
yeah, the rogues are the best chasers. That's right. Or the best fleers, one or the other, yes.
Tabaxi rogues even better.
Tabaxi rogues are insane.
Okay.
Tabaxi rogues are ridiculous.
So you catch right up to the guy. He's right there. He obviously notices you, looks behind him, but keeps on going. All right, Finder, your go, buddy. Finder, you hear a commotion coming from in this direction over here.
Oh, really? What's going on over there?
Like metal against metal type kind of.
Can I see from my awesome vantage point up here at this peak?
Nothing quite yet, but it sounds like people approach, like people running in this direction.
The guard.
Like armored people?
Yeah, armored
flying
people
along?
running in this direction.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can find where my sister was yelling about some remaining guy. So I'm going to go off this way like...
Well, you saw her take off like a friggin' lightning heading in that direction.
I go this way and I go 60 feet before I'll use my feline agility to go to see if I can get to the alley see if I can at least see in the alley where he's...
Okay,
where
you
he's
get
gone.
to the edge. You get to the edge of that building, which is going to be another. Let's see if this is the middle. 10, 20. Do you get another like 30 feet in you?
No, I've got another 15.
Okay, 15 feet.
But does that put me to an angle?
It's not going to get you to the edge, but it's get you to the point where you can see your sister in an alley on the other side of this building, right behind. You see her kind of reach out and just barely miss the guy trying to grab hold of him.
Okay, I'll fire at him. If I can
All
do
right.
that before, from here, I will take my shot.
Yep, take a shot.
Roll high.
14
Miss.
for
He's
6.
got a little bit of cover from the edge of the building.
Yeah. 22 for 5.
That one
Ooh.
hits for 5. Yep.
And you only had 5 hit points left. So.
This guy's good.
No.
5's not going to do much, but yeah, it hits him.
That's more than my spear.
Or anything that I'm carrying.
Okay. All right, is that it? Oh, you get 2 shots. Oh, yeah, took your 2 shots.
Yeah, I missed the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
I maxed out my movement and I fired my shots. I'm good to go.
Okay, so
Oh, sister, did you remember that you had that extra dice? I bet you didn't. The
I
bardic
didn't, and I
inspiration.
even have it sitting here. I have it sitting here.
Oh well. Use it next time.
Okay.
Because all you have to do is slow them down so I can get there.
Well, that's all I'm trying to. I'm certainly not trying to.
I'm definitely a better grappler because I'm a strength-based guy.
Yeah.
So then I can just take them down and wait for people who can actually hurt them.
all right, so there's people that are moving into the area. They look like city guards, Neverwinter guards, and they're rushing forward into this sort of open area here, going towards Braun's location. All right, Nash.
How big
you
is?
were going to tie this guy up, right?
Yeah, time up.
Okay. Yeah, take away his short sword and his hand crossbow. And do you have rope on your character?
Pretty sure I do. Let's double check that. Yep,
All right. How much rope do you have? 50?
I have 50 feet. Yeah.
That's plenty to tie somebody up. I
Are
want
these guys big, small?
they're a little bigger. They're a little
Than a
bigger
rat.
than human-sized.
Okay.
But when you knock this guy out, he kind of starts to morph and his bones bubble, and it's very much like a, Werewolf in London type kind of or whatever.
That's exactly
Snapping
what
of
excellent
bones
work.
and twisting and boiling of the skin, and yeah, he turns back into a human.
We're good.
Okay. This guy. Okay. He gets shot from above. Okay, he is going to... Okay. Get an opportunity attack against him there, Nicker, as he moves away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. Gonna leap on him. Try to. What am I doing? Where am I looking? Over here. Ugh.
No.
Hey!
Nicely done. You know,
Bing.
whenever she's in just right there in the pocket where it could go either way, she always
It's so
manages.
true, but it's only with Keeper. It only works this way with her,
All right.
not with any of my other
Now
characters.
he gets to roll, and unlike you, he gets his added dexterity, which is +2. So maybe he'll
He's using
not
acrobatics.
even close. Okay, he starts moving towards the side of the alley. You reach out and grab him, and I guess kind of he rolled really bad on his dex. I'm gonna say you take him right to the ground.
A reminder, she's got a bardic inspiration. She rolled a nat 20.
Right.
Okay, and you can feel this guy. Something's happening to him. He's bubbling, and he's all of a sudden you're getting tighter around him. He's getting smaller.
He's turning into an actual rat. I'm gonna try to keep up with the change, and I'm gonna try to catch him and
Yeah.
hold him in my claws.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't hurt him, but
You've got him grappled, and you rolled a 20, so he's not going to be able to break free by changing form. But he'll get to try again next round if he's still alive. Farouk.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna check my basement.
Okay.
and I'm yelling, "I'm
run-
here! I'm down here! Come get him quick!"
I run 30 feet. I believe he was only 30 feet ahead of me in the first place.
No, he's
He was like 60 feet ahead.
yeah.
Okay.
No, he's way around the corner. So
Because he was here.
are you going to
when
roll
I-
60
Uh,
or run 60? I mean.
I'm going to have to then, yeah.
Yeah, so you run 10, another 20 feet beyond that is the corner, another 10, 20 more feet takes you to where Keeper has got him on the ground. And she's wrestling with a rat, and a bunch of clothes are laying nearby, and like a short sword and stuff.
Okay. So how many feet in total?
From where you are now?
Yeah.
It was
I thought it
10,
was a full
20,
60.
30, 40?
It was only 40.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I had figured out.
Yeah, I know he was pretty close to me. Okay, so I have no action because I had to run, and I have nothing I can do as a bonus action. So I am done. I make sure I'm within 5 feet of him, of course.
Okay. Braun is going to tend to a wounded citizen. And he's carrying on a conversation you guys can't really hear with the city guards there. So, Keeper.
Do I need to roll to keep a hold of him?
No.
Only
He'll
escapes.
he'll try to break out on his turn, and you'll get to roll against him.
Okay.
You're doing a good job of grappling him right now. All right. Finder.
I can move up to the edge of the rooftop now.
Yeah, not a real good shot with her on top of him like that. In fact, not really much of a shot at all. Yeah, she's kind of in the way of your
And
shot.
He's
Too
gotten tiny.
grapply.
Well, he's a rat, and she's on top of him.
Now is
Oh,
he,
he's a rat. Okay.
Is he a St. John Wharf rat or
He's a pretty big rat,
Steve's
but
rat?
yeah, I would say you don't have a shot.
Do I need to go upstairs and get a couple for size comparison?
Bigger than that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
don't
so
take the shot.
basically,
I just kind of stand and watch.
Yeah, it's a giant rat, so as big as a giant rat is, which I don't think is like RUS.
Oh, that's an
or anything like
RUS.
that. No, not that big.
Maybe like a Gambian pouched.
Yeah, those
Hey,
would
they're
be
only the
dire
size
rats or
of a
something.
dwarf.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what do you do then? You can't take a shot. Anything?
No. I like I said, I just basically I stand at the very, very edge of the roof, and I just kind of lock my fingers behind my back and watch patiently while we determine the outcome of the thing. If he manages to scramble out and scurry away, I'm going to take some shots at him. But otherwise, I'm just going to observe.
All right.
Look at how well she's handling that.
So Nash. So you're withholding your cantrip to use it if he moves. Steve.
Was that?
You're
Oh,
withholding
yeah.
an action to attack.
Yeah, I'm withholding my action to attack. Oh, can you do that with spells?
Yep.
You can, and it's better to do it with a cantrip
Remember,
because
there's
I think
weird.
you waste your spell if you hold it
Yes.
and don't use
If
it.
you're holding a spell, then
Yeah,
you
it's a
lose
cantrip
it at
though, so
the
yeah,
end.
that's fine.
Cantrips are fine, whatever. You don't
Yep.
use the spot for those. All right, Nash. I'm going to say if you really want to bind this guy, you're going to have to take more than 6 seconds to do it. So you'll be continuing to do that unless you want to stop.
No, keep dying.
Okay. We have got a fella who is going to break a grapple.
So he can use either. Nick has to use athletics.
Oh,
Can't win for trying.
Don't forget, you have that inspiration in case you roll low.
oh my god.
Well, roll your inspiration.
I can at least keep it from 6.
Yeah.
So that's a 7. And what did he roll? A 5?
5.
Okay. You guys are squirming around, man. He's like a big rat. He's just trying to get away.
Tie would have been in your favor too, so you had a 50-50 chance after you rolled that
I'm
one.
gonna say that we definitely it's not looking pretty anymore.
Yeah.
It's a cat and mouse game.
You're muddy and
A little-
stuff.
it's like one of those when the soap is like.
But he's trying desperately. He just can't get away from you, man. You've got your little claws hooked into his fur and stuff. And well, you can't break the skin. You still kind of got handholds on him.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness me. Okay.
Totally picturing it.
Well done.
And I'm trying to get turned around so that you guys can see him. I'm like, go.
It's Farouk's turn. He's right there.
I'm going to try to grapple it.
Okay. I want you to roll with advantage. Because she's doing it too.
12.
Oh,
Okay.
So he has to roll against it.
Yeah, it's. But the way he's been rolling, I'm not too worried about it. Ooh. Okay. So but he doesn't escape her,
Nope,
but you're ineffectual in helping to grab.
And I'm going to do it again.
come on, roll something good.
26.
13. Well, let's see.
Nope, 26. You
Well-
said it's advantage.
Oh, right, with advantage, right? Yeah. Okay, you managed to get a hold of him. Both of you holding onto this giant rat. It's snapping its snout, and you've kind of got your hand around its neck and wrapped around its body, and it's whacking its tail back and forth. It's like a bucking bronco in your hands, but between the two of you, you got it.
It doesn't surprise me that you were the one able to catch it.
Cat and mouse game, and cat won.
It was all I could do. I don't know. I
Good
can't
going.
hurt it. Maybe
You
if we hold him up, maybe Thunder can hit him.
We could always try walking him back to everybody else.
Okay, so from the north part of that alleyway that you're in, you see number 2 up there. He's coming around the corner. It's a guard, and seeing what you guys are doing. Nash, you see a guard come up by you. He looks down to see what you're doing, and he demands to know what's going on here. And you can hear Farouk annoyedly talking with some more guards up around the corner.
No, Braun.
Or Braun, what'd I say?
Farouk.
Oh, sorry, Braun. Same personality. And we drop out of combat. We're gonna still do some struggling thing here, but I'm gonna give it like another couple of rolls here from you guys. So, Farouk, you're the stronger, so you roll with advantage. I mean, he might somehow slip away, but I doubt it. So there's one.
23.
Okay.
Oh wow!
You beat him.
You got 21.
Okay, give me another one.
19.
And one more.
24.
Yeah, so at this point, he's completely immobilized. He's restrained, he's immobilized, and I'm not going to give him any more rolls. I think you guys have done enough to keep this guy locked down at this point. You've had 3 extra rounds to kind of position yourself. Its legs are all bound, and yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And we start walking it back to the rest of you guys.
Okay. So we are at a combat. So while you're doing that, the guy that was in the north, number 2 there, he comes down and says, "What's going on here? Why are you wrestling with a rat?" He doesn't quite understand. They're just getting up to speed.
This
It
is
was
no
a-
normal rat. It was a person rat a couple of minutes ago. It was killing people.
I see that. Come. He's got a pole arm, and he's just kind of like not pointing it at you, but just kind of holding it out and saying, "Go this way."
And it seems to be resistant to standard attacks.
Yeah, you can tell it to my captain. Yeah, so he ushers you south down the alley, and you come around, and you can see that Nash is down there. He's got one guy hog tied up there real good. He's got a guard standing behind him. You guys start walking around. There's more insistent squirming from the rat as it's being led westward down this road towards the guards and Nash and everybody else. But like I said, you got a good foothold on this guy.
I say to the rat, I kind of lean in and whisper it, "Do you want the cats to eat you? Stop struggling."
Ew.
Yeah, so keep your right with Farouk, kind of like you've got your spot that you're holding, and you're like I can't let go, and this thing's going to start moving again. So you're walking right along with Farouk as you guys carry this thing down. Okay.
I feel stupid, except I watch them like rip people apart. So, not so much.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys eventually make it back around the corner, past Nash. You see that 3 and 1 are helping to deal with fallen citizens. This guy gets hauled around. Nash, the guard helps Nash kind of drag that guy over here with the other group. And this guy is a rat that Farouk and Keeper got a hold of. And this is gone now. All right.
I say to the rat, transform back into a human. Or else.
It squeaks at you.
There's nowhere else. These are going to die, so it doesn't matter what he is.
Okay, so as you guys approach and you gather all these people together,
Minder's staying right up here at the top of this little peak because it's such a great viewpoint.
The guards tell you to get down off there.
Oh, I was trying to do it subtly.
Yeah, no, they've clocked you up there. They knew you were on the roof and stuff, especially number 2. He's like, no, get down here. Yeah, you didn't say you were being stealthy or anything. Yeah, I suppose now you can try
No, I
to.
didn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, do you get down?
Eventually, I get down.
Okay.
Cat
All right.
thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I come down in cat mode.
Yeah. Knock a glass off the roof there first.
So, you see a sort of gruff-looking female soldier, the captain, kind of steps forward. She's I'm going to get number 2 back over here, too. He's down here. She's going to be number 1. And she says, somebody mind explaining to me exactly what's going on here? Something about rats, the dwarf was saying?
Yeah, rat men. And then when they died or fell unconscious, they turned into humans. This one transformed into a rat.
They were literally ripping people apart in the streets, and we stopped them.
Yeah, we heard the commotion and we came running to help the innocent.
That checks. Thanks for your service to Neverwinter. We've heard rumors of were-rats, but not usually in Protector's Enclave. This is a different situation entirely. And why attack
Yeah.
the fair?
Were rats.
Hmm.
They didn't look like they had any particular thing that they were attacking. They were just attacking whoever was close by,
Yeah.
Interesting.
doing as much damage as they could. There was one that spent a lot of time just destroying that cart over there. And it looked like it was like, oh, it's not wrecked enough. And he just kept going, you know? It was weird.
Are they wearing clothing or are they wearing anything?
Yeah, they're wearing just regular
People clothes?
poor people clothes, I guess. You know, peasants. We've managed to capture 2 alive then.
Yes.
The captain draws a dagger and sort of grabs the fur on the side of the rat's head. She takes her dagger and presses it against the neck of the rat. Pushes harder. Pounds at it a couple times.
If it's not magical, you're not going to
That's
harm
not
it.
the magic. It's, yeah.
I'm just confirming that detail.
But if you'd like, either Nash or Braun can knock him out because they have magic.
Well, they're definitely going to have to we're definitely going to have to question these creatures.
Is there something that we can tie them up with, or that will work better than?
Really
If they
small
turn into a
manacles?
rat.
I
then
think
they get rid of the
giant
bindings.
rat is as small as these things get, so bound him up really good. And if he decides to go the other way with it, well, it's probably not going to work out too well for him.
Yeah, put a leash on him. Can you strangle a creature that isn't affected by magic weapons? Or isn't affected by normal weapons?
It's above my pay grade.
Mm.
3. Go get some more men. She doesn't call him 3, but I didn't want to think up a name, so 3 takes off.
My
And he heads off. You guys are just, if you wouldn't mind, just hanging around here for a little while we get this cleaned up.
Yeah, no problem.
what else are we going to do? If I leave, I let go of the rat.
Yeah, well, they're number 4 and number 2 are going to try to work with you guys to tie this rat up.
Mhm.
And of course, Nash, somebody had mentioned that you could knock this thing out if you wanted to. I don't know if you want to try that or not.
If they want to, I mean, it might be tricky for me to smack that rat with a sword while somebody's grappling it, but
Yeah, hit it with the pommel or something. Whatever.
I'd recommend doing that before we tie him up because he's just going to revert.
Mm.
Or maybe you don't want to knock him out then. Like I said, keep him as a rat. I don't know if he can transform out of being, wrapped up like a mummy in rope.
Hell, if the ropes aren't magical, I'd assume the ropes would give. That's the assumption, though. And
What if you put him in a keg or something small?
We're not using my keg.
Just
You
pour out,
might just rats
pour out
chew.
whatever fluid is in it.
I was going to
Rats
say
would
we
be able
could-
to chew out of a keg. That's
eventually, yeah.
Or a
just
sack.
pretty quickly.
What about?
Just tie him up.
Yeah. Do you want me to try and bonk him?
You realize they can chew through ropes as well.
That's okay. We're going to have him well covered. So why don't we... So this is Captain Selbane. Okay. She introduces herself and wants to get your guys' names for the record as well.
Farouk.
Timekeeper.
Nash.
Braun. Just Braun. All right. Well, it's pleased to meet you. It's been a heck of a day, so appreciate that you were here to handle this. We managed to save this one here, so the other three aren't so lucky. But all right, you can hear the approach of more guards. You can see onlookers kind of creeping back now too, at the fringe to see what's going on.
So there's only 2 casualties?
No, there's 3 people dead, and one of them, the fourth one, between Braun and them, they managed to save her. So more people show up, and they start hauling away bodies, basically the bodies of the were-rats and the dead people. They help you guys tie up the rat. The were-rat's tied up. It's going to be a few minutes for them doing that. Did you guys want to do anything in that time?
Not really.
Just hold the rat.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see
If we've learned anything from Wormtail, do not take your eyes off the rat.
That's right.
Are they questioning us? Like, are there any? Are the guards doing any questioning of the civilians that are around? Like,
Yeah.
Is there anybody here where they're like, I saw the whole thing, blah blah blah?
yeah, there's a couple of people that
I
that came
maneuver
back.
so that I can hear. I'm wondering where these things came from. Like, how did it start? Did they transform in a crowd? Did they say? So I'm kind of making my way to where the guards are questioning and get whatever information. I
Sure,
can.
yeah. So from the people that are actually people that have come back from witnessing it, it sounds like they came down from the roofs of the nearby buildings and attacked. And just were attacking with abandon, just trying to kill as many people as they could. And you overhear a couple of the guards talking away from the people that are being interviewed, and you hear them say that it sounds like there was more than one attack at the fair in different areas.
All on wagons. Needless attacking of wagons.
What did those wagons and carts ever do to them?
Yep. I see a pattern here.
What the heck was that guy's name? The effeminate artist. What was his name again?
Oh, the guy that we
Oh,
saved.
Aurelius?
It was.
Aurelius.
It was like-
Parkway.
Yes. No, it's Aurelius.
Wasn't it Flamboyous or
Flamboyous? Yeah,
something?
it was. I just forgot. So he kind of comes back too. He kind of took off when the other people started running. Ooh, good job, boyos. Excellent. And you never looked finer fighting either. It's going to make a great picture. The Phandalin Five against the Ratman.
Ugh.
It's starting to grow on me.
What, me? He smiles.
No, the name.
I thought that was your name.
That's what people call us, but
Oh.
not official.
I think we might be reaching the point where we're too lazy to change it anyway.
It should be the company of the... I don't know, I'm at a loss. But anyway, you've got time. You're in Neverwinter now. Something heroic will happen and you'll name yourselves after that, I'm sure. Ratman's probably not the one I'd choose. Maybe Dragon something. Maybe.
Yes, the Rat Slayers. That's good.
Well, you're already the Mage Slayer, so
This is true.
So they take a few more questions. They gather some people up, and they ask you where you guys are staying in the city.
nowhere yet. We literally just arrived.
Yes, we mostly just got here.
It's going to be hard to find a place to stay for the night with the fair going on. Let me see. I might be able to
We
recommend.
could always stay at the barracks.
I might be able to recommend a place for you here. Just give me a sec here. Yeah, somebody comes over and interrupts her, and she says, "Just a minute." And she talks to them while I look something up. All
I
works
want to
together.
eavesdrop.
It all works together in the long run. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I need to make this bigger.
I use my second wound.
Oh, you're actually wounded. Interesting.
Yeah, I was down 7.
Let me just see here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. No, that's not gonna work.
Oh, good call, Nash, on switching to your sword.
It was either that or give it to you.
No, you do well with that.
If we tied it to a stick, could you use it?
That'd be more like a glaive then.
I think I might be able to at least get a room for you guys at the Witch and Cup.
The bitchin' cup.
That was the Witch and Cup.
Oh, dang.
She doesn't seem to have any kind of a sense of humor whatsoever. All
That
right.
sounds
Yeah,
doable.
Nash, don't be like that, okay? It's not the moment
Gotcha.
for funny haha.
Right on.
Okay, so she gives you directions to a particular place. She says, make sure you drop my name, and you should be able to find a place to stay for the night. Okay?
Appreciate it.
Oh, well, I appreciate you guys being available for further questioning.
Well, you'll know
And
where
I
I'll be.
thought it was just to be super nice.
I think it could have just taken the credit for the kindness, but all right.
She kind of chuckles and
Or for the help.
says, be safe and enjoy the fair.
Well met.
Well,
So
perhaps-
far, the fair has been really wild.
Definitely full of excitement.
Very exciting, yes.
So, yeah, what are we going to do now, guys?
Let's get breakfast.
Yeah, I'm still kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Especially after that battle.
Even now, more. Yes, exactly. More so.
All right, well, let's continue, shall we?
I still have the taste of rat in my mouth, so I'd like to get something to drink too.
Well, you should put them in your mouth when you're fighting them.
I was trying to make him stop.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Okay. All right, so you guys make your way around the Hall of Justice and around a couple of major outer towers and walls. So you're kind of walking on the outside of sort of the main city wall, but following a road with a slight cliff leading down into the mouth of the river. And as you guys come around the corner, you can see that you're entering into sort of the docks district of the town. And let's see. You see a sign over one business that says Shavar's Sword Dancing Academy. As you're walking along, you come across Sand's Magic Shop.
Ooh.
And you
Make a note of that location.
Yeah.
You walk past that, and you come to the Sunken Flagon, which was your destination. The Sunken
Breakfast.
Flagon Tavern.
Destination.
Let's see.
Sounds good. The second flagon means, it's good enough for two.
Or the second one's free.
Sunken.
Both good.
Oh.
Both good possibilities.
But maybe you'll get a second flagon too. You guys bustle on in. You can see that the place is pretty much packed to the gills with people who are... it's fairly early in the morning, so there's people that are getting breakfast, but I don't know. It looks like one of these places where drinking all day is kind of a thing, so...
My kind of place. Then.
Lots of flagons being hoisted about the room. Pretty barmaids rushing back and forth.
Where are the pretty barmen?
Well, let me tell you, the barkeep is not very pretty.
Oh.
The bouncer looks like a
Swing and a miss.
red, or sort of a reddish-skinned tiefling.
I don't know this.
Yeah, no male wenches. Let's see here.
Are they called menches?
I guess so.
If they're not,
They are
they
now.
should
They
be.
should be.
Menches. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, so this place looks like it's filled with not so much adventurer-looking people like you guys, but sort of
Sailors.
just maybe like Neverwinter regulars, citizens, like...
Working Joes.
yeah.
Working class.
Middle class.
Hmm.
Upper
Like
middle class.
diner, construction
Lower
guys.
middle.
Yep, just regular folks, native Neverwintans. So it's like when you go to like a fancy city, but you say, can you show me the real part of town or whatever, and they take you to some place where just regular people hang out, not tourists. That's this place. He says, "Just give me a minute," and he walks up and he talks to a woman who's standing by the bar.
Brother, I think you could probably make a good penny in here with some of our songs.
Well, you can hear
Indeed.
you can hear
After breakfast.
a lute from the corner, and you can see that there's a fella already playing something.
But he's not as good.
He's interesting though. He looks like a drow elf. You haven't? I don't think you guys have ever seen a drow elf, but
Oh,
you've heard of them. He's got
I need to talk to him.
he's got dark skin and white hair, and he's playing a lute.
he may
That
be
is
your
a-
mensch, my dear.
Absolutely fascinating. We've never ever had a chance to talk to a drow elf.
Oh,
That's
he's
very
got
true.
a really high charisma too. So like he's your mensch probably. There you go.
Well, now that he's drow, it doesn't matter if he's good looking or not. He's just fascinating as a specimen.
Okay. All
She's
right.
gonna have
Unknown.
him. She's gonna have him soaking in a formaldehyde bottle shortly.
So Aurelius finishes talking to the woman and heads back over to you guys. She's an attractive, sort of late 20s woman who's dressed fairly well. He comes back and he says, just give it about 5 minutes and she'll have a table ready for us.
Oh, you have connections.
Ah, yes, that is Branwen Farlong. She's the owner of this establishment, and go back a ways. Yeah, so you give it a few minutes. Some people are clearing out tables and they're clearing them off, and one of the barmaids kind of nods in Aurelius's direction, and he says, "Oh, come on, let's come over here and sit."
I walk over.
Yeah, and there's 6 chairs that are pulled together so you guys can all sit at this table. It's kind of in the center of the room, so not a lot of ambiance or anything, but and there's a barmaid who's taking drink orders and wants to know what you guys want to eat. They do have specialties here. Their famous entree is the braised dire boar. And some of their famous sides are wild mushroom shepherd's pie and dire boar bacon wrapped broccolini.
I'll just have a hearty breakfast and a flagon mail, please.
I like the first thing you said. It sounds very like meaty meat.
Oh yes, no, it's delicious.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes, I too will have the hearty breakfast with an extra side of hearty.
Now, where are you fine folks from? She seems to be looking at Finder, who is now that I notice, is now Farouk.
Yeah, I had a battery warning come up. That probably did it.
That's okay. Anyway, looking at Finder with interest.
Locals.
Locals? I don't think so. I haven't seen too many tabaxi around here.
There's a big fat one in the market.
Although there was a bunch that came through here not too long ago. A whole mess of them.
I
Oh,
wonder if it's the ones we met.
the caravan maybe.
Hard to say, but there's probably like 25 or so.
Yes, must have been them.
It was a bit of a spectacle, but you're not from that group, are you?
Completely separate group.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm Elsbeth, and I'll be your waitress for today. I'll get those food orders out to you, and drinks. What would you want for drinks?
Flagon of ale, please.
I'm sorry, dear, I didn't hear that.
Flagon of ale.
Oh, just one flagon of ale? Yeah, a big
now.
fellow like you? All right.
They have orange juice.
What?
Orange juice for breakfast?
Yeah, we got
Come
orange
on
juice.
now.
Yep.
Milk.
Orange juice and a shot of whiskey.
Just a nice big cup of wine, please.
Okay.
The reddest wine you have.
Yeah, Braun's just going to order ale. I mean, why would you have orange juice for breakfast? That doesn't make any sense.
And a shot of whiskey.
Okay, you're gonna make a fancy drink out of it. She doesn't understand fancy drinks. She's just gonna give you a shot of whiskey, and you can make your own fancy out of it, and a cup of.
That's
orange
exactly
juice.
what you do.
Yeah. So she comes back with steaming hot food, and
Oh, look at the gravy! Holy.
pretty soon your whole table basically is filled up with these different things, and you guys are like forking things out and filling your plates with whatever you want from the.
Meat, and more meat.
Yeah, meat. Yeah, it's actually really, really good. Whatever braised means. It's braised dire boar. It's good stuff. Yeah, and you guys gather some attention from the people in the, like I said, they're Neverwinter common folk or whatever, so don't see too many tabaxis and big spear-wielding fighters and well, lots of dwarves, but you know what I mean. So you get some glances, and people are talking behind their hands and stuff like that. But I don't know. You guys are having a great meal, so does it matter?
Nope.
Probably not. Oh, this is what I needed this morning.
It depends
A
on
good-
if anybody gets really, really rude, let me know.
No, nobody's being rude.
Okay.
They're like, no, you guys might be dangerous. They're not really sure, so they're just not really doing anything. Oh,
I call the waitress over.
I'm gonna fix that. Hold on a second.
Yeah, are there babies crying in here? Because if there
There
is, I
isn't.
go stab it.
There isn't, but there is tavern sounds.
Speaking
Yay!
of babies, thank goodness there isn't one in here.
While I'm trying to eat. Babies can't cry while I'm eating braised boar.
Yeah, well, it's all the whores that hang around here. They just, they have babies and stuff sometimes. There's nothing they can do about it, so they just hang around with their babies on their lap. No. Let me see. I thought I had some good barroom ones here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Medieval tavern. See if that does anything. Turn it up a bit. Okay. Anyway, you guys are near the fire because you can hear like a crackling fire. All right. Yeah. Oh, it's good. Start off with a fight and have a good meal afterwards. Can't think of a better way to start the day. I never did ask. Any of you guys like hurt enough that you need healing?
No.
I don't think so.
It was a pretty easy fight, wasn't it?
I kept my distance.
Oh,
Um,
wait. I pull the
And crossbow bolt.
crossbow bolt in my shoulder that I forgot about. Oops.
Approximately how many patrons are in here?
That actually,
Greg?
it looked good. I just thought it was a part of your outfit. Kind of hanging
I
there.
know. It was in there pretty good, that's all.
No, nothing the matter with that. Yeah, it's just the way it is, man. Let me see. I'm going to give you guys some things to look at here. So,
There you go, sister, if you need it.
Oh, thank you, brother. That's very kind.
Doug, approximately how many patrons are in here?
30,
Yay. Fully healed.
maybe
I
40.
tell the bar maiden a round of ale on me for everybody.
She kind of like,
Holy.
her eyes
This
snap
place
open.
is a big place and it's full. Wow.
You said about
Big
30 people.
Big
Oh, it
spender.
could be 40.
Jeez.
Is that going to make a difference to you?
No. A mug of ale is 4 copper, so.
It doesn't mean it's 4 copper
Not
here.
in this place. Ha ha.
But you probably have enough to cover it, being somebody who carries around like hundreds of gold or whatever. So she's like, okay, and she kind of holds her hand up and gets everybody's attention and says, this foreigner here wants to buy all you folks.
Foreigner.
Wants to buy all you folks. Well, obviously he looks like one. All you folks, some ale. What do you think of that? They all start shouting in agreement.
Oh, I cheer too. I'll take ale now.
And she claps you on the back of the shoulder, and she says, "I'll get right to it." And she goes and starts handing out ales to people. I was going to just show you guys some pictures, sort of.
I've seen that picture before.
A couple of pictures of Neverwinter from a distance. I guess the second one's kind of like from the sea, but gives you an idea what we're looking at.
Nice.
Here's some pictures of Protector's Enclave. You can see, you can see like there's scaffoldings and stuff around as things are still being built in the town. Here's another one. That's sort of an up view of. You can see the Hall of Justice.
Okay.
Hall of Justice has got that kind of domed roof on it, and beyond that, you can see the high towers of Castle Never in the distance. And I guess this one you can see the friggin' volcano, but it seems to me the volcano would be much farther away than that.
You would think.
Either that or that volcano is so massive.
I guess it's an artist that just wanted to have it in there, I guess. Let's see. Oh, and here's another one. You can see the Moonstone Mask floating there. So just like an earth moat with a big hunk of land underneath of it, and
Nothing came up for me.
Me
It's
neither.
underneath of it. Just move one of them over.
Oh, there we go.
I'd
They
already
all-
closed it.
Yeah, they all stack.
oh yeah, you guys can close it. I mean, I think it's going to go into your thing anyway for future looking, but I just wanted to show
Ooh.
you.
So what's that floaty thing?
The floaty thing is the
The
Moonstone
pub.
Moonstone Mask Inn, and it floats above the city, and you have to take.
It's
That's
one
a-
of the moats from Netheril.
An interesting solution to a lack of real estate.
Yeah, now you can't see it there, but it's got these huge iron chains that kind of are leading down from it to the ground, kind of keeping it in
Securing it?
place. Yeah.
How do you get to it?
There's a special portal that you take to get there.
Oh,
We have to
Wow.
go to that, brother, at some
we
point.
have to. Absolutely have to.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know.
a floating moat from Netheril. We have to go.
Well, it's a floating it's a floating moat from Neverwinter, because that's an inn that was actually there, but the land got ripped up and kind of carried it up into the air, and it managed to keep itself in one
it
piece.
stayed up. Okay, I thought it was one of the boats that was here from.
No, it's a lot of land just started floating. So anyway, there's a view of the Hall of Justice with the big statue out
As it
front.
does. Oh yeah.
Another view of the Hall of Justice here.
A tier, I assume, or
It is, yeah. The Hall of Justice is a temple to Tyr. So, all right. There. That just gives you. You can close them down or whatever, but it gives you an idea of sort of what the
lovely.
city looks like.
Very nice.
Man, that tower looks like it's ominously tilting out over the water there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, gotta remember this place is just wrecked, man. Like earthquakes that followed the eruption were just crazy, man. They tore this place apart. Anyway, there it gives you kind of something to look at. Anyway,
That is crazy looking.
now you guys enjoy your meal. The music is continuing from the drow gentleman in the corner. People are every once
What's
in a
it?
while
Yeah,
people will throw
Give
coins
us
at
a
him.
performance dice for him.
Oh, performance check for him.
Yeah. I want to see just how impressed I am.
All right.
And he gets a 35.
I'd be impressed.
Might not be able to convince my brother to perform if that happens.
I might be taking notes if that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get a
Whew.
23.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that anyway. I am
I
impressed.
guess he's okay. He's not as good as you, though.
He has
Yeah.
very dexterous fingers as he's playing. Yeah, everybody's having a good time. Everybody's enjoying the fact that this crazy guy just bought them all ale. So great. Every once
What's
in
the
a while.
damage, Dex?
What's that?
What's the damage?
Let's see.
So base is 4, whatever you plan on making it.
For what?
From that.
Copper? For a
Yeah.
cup?
For a mug, yeah.
Yeah, 8 copper for this place.
Okay, and how many people?
35. Those 2 that just came in, too late. You
So
snooze, you lose.
2.8. And how much is all of our meals?
Oh, all of your meals? Probably going to be 10 gold.
You guys can buy your own damn meals then. No, I buy the meals.
You don't have to do that.
Do it anyway.
It's a
Appreciate
very
it.
filling meal, though, that's for sure. And expertly prepared. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are kind of sated your bellies and The cats have eaten as much meat as they think they can handle, but there's still some leftovers. You want to stuff your pockets, I don't know, but there was a lot of meat there.
Yes.
Braun's,
I'm not going to leave any there.
yeah,
No.
Braun's going to have probably about, by the time he's done eating, 5 ales into him, I think. So he's about ready to go to the outhouse. Oh, well, this beats sleeping in a tent, eating rations for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What are you guys thinking about this place? What do you want to do?
Well, we passed the magic shop, so I think that's probably the first place we should go.
Oh,
Definitely.
We don't all have magical weapons, so
yeah, I've been thinking about that since our encounter with the rats. So typically I use my power to generally for protection, but I've got a magic. Well, you guys have lent me a magic weapon, so I can fall back on that. Plus, I have my spiritual hammer. So actually, I could probably hand that off to somebody if I needed to. The mace. I can enchant somebody else's weapon to make it magical. For example, I could enchant your spear instead of your armor, like I did before.
well, let's see what the cost of the magic weapons are.
Well, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, if we somehow can't get a magic weapon for somebody, I guess what I'm saying is I have one that I could use, and potentially another if I let somebody else use the mace, and I just use my spell.
Well, the heaviest hitter we have would be Nash, so he'd probably be the best one, I'd say, to make his bow magical. That's my opinion.
If we went that road, then I would suggest you maybe swinging a sword. I can show you how if you need to.
Oh no, I know how to use a sword. I just prefer a spear.
Hit him with the pointy end.
Yep.
I think that applies for almost all of them.
The sword is really a lot like the spear, except the handle's a lot smaller and the blade is a lot bigger. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm super proficient with the spear.
Now
Now who's
insert
bragging?
training montage. Training montage.
Training montage.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
And yeah,
Farouk and I swinging at watermelons.
All right. I finally fixed you guys. Now that I had a moment to do so. All right. Yeah, well, we should. We're done eating, so we'll pay our bill and we'll head off to check it out.
hopefully we can all get magic weapons, then we don't have to worry.
Did you just buy lunch for everybody?
Yes.
Oh,
Just us, not everybody.
yeah. No, Braun gives you 3 gold.
No.
No, it covers his part of the meal, and I had extra ale, so just take it. You can pay the tab. All right.
Some people just can't take kindness.
I'll take all the kindness you want to give.
Hey, you're the one who's got to buy a magic item, so I don't want you to waste any of your chutzpah there.
Well, I think our next stop should be the dragon anyway. And I'm sure we can get enough money there if we don't have enough money now.
Plus, he's probably got a magic spear just laying there. Big
that'd
magic
be nice.
battle axe for me. Gold,
2 magic
all covered in
longbows.
gold trim, and man, I go to bed dreaming about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 2 long bows that don't require arrows. They make it on their own.
All right. Well, what do you say?
So we go to the magic shop.
Okay.
His time, I suppose.
Aurelius is like super excited.
So Aurelius, is there multiple spots where you can get magical weapons? Or
I don't know about magical. I don't look for weapons, but we have in Protector's Enclave, we have got
the one we just passed.
that would be Sands. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Um, that would be Sans. And weapons, there's a couple of very influential weapon dealers here. So there was the Shining Knight arms and armor that we passed on the road here coming in. There's Astorio Arms, who deals in weapons. I'm not sure if they're magical or they're just really fancy and from all over the world, but
Well, we can ask.
he's
And
reportedly makes good weapons.
we can also find out if they're telling the truth, whether it's magical or not, as well.
Now there's the Trade of Blades, which is more of a like a mercenary guild type kind of thing, so probably not a place to buy that. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Probably not.
There's the White Dragon Market that we haven't been to. It's going to be similar to the things that we saw coming through here. There might be some people selling magic there. That's pretty much it for Protector's Enclave. There is, let me see here. There is Potter's Potions and Elixirs that is in Protector's Enclave, and there is a couple more shops up in the Black Lake district. I know. That's where you'll
Now, the
find
Potters sounds like potions only.
Meglinor and Afeldafra's Oddities is in God. What do I? Rennie's Marvelous Wands is another one from the Black Lake district.
What? Nice.
If we had Sands, they might be able to point us in the right direction. I assume that they're all kind of aware of each other anyway. They must get used to that, people coming in and asking for something and then not having it, but directing them maybe where they go if they.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't hurt their market if
they're not carrying
except
it
they don't
anyway.
carry it.
Yeah, and even the weapon shop, if it doesn't have what we're looking for, might have a better idea where to get it.
It'd be nice if all the shops got together and built some kind of interconnected network showing everything that's, or maybe like they could shorten it to like internet of like all the shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, and base it out
Inventory,
of the Amazon.
They could build it in the Amazon. That seems a little bit out of the way.
Oh, but they have free shipping.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, give me a momento.
Por favor.
We are going to just roll with this right off the bat.
Ooh, with the baby.
Okay. Let's see here. Pull that over here out of the way. People don't need to see what I'm doing. All right. You guys head on down to
One we passed, Sands or whatever.
Yep, Sands. Okay, and you come up to the door. It looks like a really old building. So it's a two-story building. It's kind of got a lot of character. It looks like it might be kind of leaning a bit in one direction. It's got front windows that are sort of large, but they're all framed up with little squares. So you can just kind of barely see in through the frosted glass, but you can see he's got things leaning up against the window. He's got little potions and elixirs and things. He's got a woven mat, dirty woven mat, sitting out front the front door, and the door has a little bell that rings when you guys enter. And you see a rather claustrophobic-looking shop filled with all manner of strange oddities.
Any weapons?
Looking for spell components and stuff, you're probably going to find a lot of that stuff here as well. You do see on the wall there are some weapons. Just right off the bat, you can see that there's a halberd hanging on the wall. A great sword. You see a morning star. Um, you see a nice looking suit of studded leather that's on like a little half mannequin, like a torso mannequin. And like I said, just a bunch of other things. Did I say morning star? Yeah, there's a morning star there too. Yeah, that's just what you see, just kind of glancing around. And so, yeah, you do see an older, probably in his 60s, balding, slender man with just sort of
Slenderman. Ah!
just sort of like gray stubble for a beard. He's dressed in I don't know, pauper's finery, so kind of nice clothes, but like maybe from a couple of cycles ago. Like it's not the in clothing. I'm not too up to date or fashionable or anything like that.
Nostalgic chic.
There you go, nostalgic chic. Um, oh, welcome. Come in. Come in. What can I do
Good
for you this
morrow.
day?
Looking for some magic weapons.
Well, we might have some laying around the shop here. What were you looking for?
A spear.
A magic spear. Halberd won't do, eh? I see I got one right over here. Get a good price on it, too.
Or a rapier. Rapiers are good too.
I don't have any rapiers in the store. Give me a sec. I'm going to go look out back. Yeah, just hang on. Take a look around. He heads out back.
Take a look around. I can certainly do.
I lean over to Finder. I say, "Can you see if those are magical? Those weapons?"
I certainly can.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, what are you looking at? The weapons on the wall?
Everything.
Well, the halberd is magical. The great sword is magical.
As I note them, I point at them.
Yeah, everything I mentioned was magical. So, halberd, great sword. There's a fancy looking helm that's sort of propped on a sort of a wooden mannequin head. It's kind of tilted to one side, like somebody was looking at it and didn't fix it.
Uh-huh.
That leather armor, like a boiled leather type kind of armor. Morningstar's magical. Potions that are hanging around are magical. There is a rapier. Ha!
Oh,
He comes
look at
out.
that.
He's got a really fancy rapier in his hands. It's got the full hilt guard, jeweled with gold and platinum.
Ooh, magic and artistic.
Yeah, it's magic for sure. And he brings it out, and it comes with its fancy scabbard for it as well. That's also encrusted with some jewels in certain places.
Holy God!
And he brings it out and he pulls it out, and kind of holds the blade in his two hands and sort of puts his arms forward. Have a look at that now.
That's very nice. Wow. How much does something like that go for?
That is probably one of the most expensive things I've got in the shop. Unfortunately, I don't know what your bank roll will allow, but it's
Probably not that.
yeah. This weapon is a very very powerful weapon. It's about 60,000 gold.
Wow.
Can we all take turns holding it?
Yep.
Don't want to bust it.
He says it's a rapier of warning.
Oh wow.
I don't even know what that is. Rapier of warning.
Yeah.
Rapier of warning. Requires attunement. This magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is in your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Oh, whoa! No more night shifts.
Finesse. When making an attack with a finesse weapon, use your choice of your strength or dexterity. Okay, that's the same normal thing. Yeah.
That's not magic.
No. So that's what it does. He explains. Warns you of danger, and nobody can sneak up on you. And yeah,
Yeah.
I generally don't keep that one out here. That's why I had to go back and get it. It's
Yeah, no, that's no, it's a very
Understandable.
nice piece. It's a very attractive piece, but that's 60,000 gold is a lot.
and I agree. I've had it for a while. I mean, I could probably come down a little bit for you, but
Not
only
far
you
enough.
know if I'm in the right ballpark with that one or not. Okay.
No.
Well, don't forget there's always exchange options. I don't know what you have on your person, but
Yeah, like so the halberds I could probably get that in your hands for about 1,000. The giant slayer greatsword over there, that's 7 grand for that.
We would have to pool all of our resources just to get one weapon.
The halberd. What's so special about it?
It has a magic enchantment on it that makes it lighter and easier to strike your opponents. Of a fairly powerful, it's +1 enchantment.
About 1,000. Right. No spear.
I don't have a spear right
Oh,
now. Things
no
things come
bows?
things come through. Bows. No, I'm afraid I don't have any bows in my shop right now either. Lots of potions and scrolls.
Arrows?
You were no, I don't have any arrows. I had a bow like 2 weeks ago, but it's sold, so they don't stay in the shop very long.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'm not really specialized in weapons. I sort of had a little bit of everything here, but geez, I really want to make a sale. So let me see. I'd like to help you out. I don't know what sort of price range that you're. If I was to look out for something for you, what sort of price range would you be thinking for something?
I don't think you have anything here in our price range.
I'd be able to afford 300.
For a weapon,
yes.
Spear.
Again, don't we have some magic items that he may be interested in swapping for magic?
It's always.
yeah, certainly weapons aren't all 60,000 gold. That is a rare thing
Well,
indeed.
I would
Um,
just be looking for an uncommon magical
we
weapon.
Like most of the scrolls I have with magic on it are usually probably under 200 gold for sure. Now I've got a scroll of Revivify that's about 400 gold, but it's been sitting on there for I don't know, a couple weeks. I could probably knock 50 gold off that. That's something adventurers like to have.
I know for myself, the only thing I'm interested in is a magical weapon.
Right.
Although, do you have a bag of holding? Just out of curiosity, if so, how much?
I'm sorry, say that again.
A bag of holding?
Once again, a bag of holding went through here about 3 weeks ago.
I imagine it's one that sells quick.
How much did it go for when it went through?
You're gonna make me look that up now, aren't you? I don't know. I have this thing that randomly generates items and it tells me how much it costs. So you're making me work here.
Until it comes up, you don't see the price.
I don't know exactly. I'll have to hit it a bunch of times to see if I can get one.
we have the scimitar of keenness that Farouk has.
Oh yes.
Unless
Wait,
you're
so
really
you had a
attached to it.
magical
You had a
weapon all
magical.
that time?
It's not actually magical.
No.
Oh,
It just doesn't
Well,
tarnish.
It
oh
is
yeah.
magical. It
There's something. It's like it's not magical. It's like a
It's like a
uh,
high quality
yeah,
yeah.
thing.
What are those types of steel swords that they used to make down in the Middle East that were so famous?
Damascus?
Damascus steel. It's kind of like that. It's like a super impressive type of steel. But
not
it's not magical.
Veskin.
Oh, I thought you said that when we did tested for magic that it was magic.
Did I? I don't remember now. I know it was not a magic, like something out of the book. I just kind of made it up. So maybe
Actually, it's a common magic item in Xanathar's.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Then it is a magic item. It's common. All right. You wanted to know how much a bag of holding goes for? Give me a sec here, guys. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Ooh, you could have done a shield bash, maybe, Neil.
Actually, you
Well,
probably could have.
it would be improvised weapon.
Let's see here.
I would say the chess piece that I have would probably be more beneficial for us to get a.
Yeah, but
Nothing
you're
for
wearing
you.
it. You are using it, right?
I am, yeah.
Well,
Well, if you can get a bow out of it,
if you want to
If you can
trade,
get a
well, there you
spear
go.
out of it.
If you want to trade it for something, you can.
Well, I think we're all using. I don't think there's any magic items that we're not using, is there? Are there?
The Shibitar. The only other one that we have is
I thought you guys had a couple that you were kind of carrying around that you didn't really need.
the
Well, I
Lightbringer
have-
mace, but that's being used as well.
the boots that allows me to carry more before becoming encumbered.
I mean,
but it's
technically,
not-
this staff is a weapon, but
All right, you're
The-
carrying a staff.
Yeah.
Is it
Spider
something
staff.
that you'd be willing to trade? What does it do for you?
well, when you attack with it, it
Uh.
does bonus poison damage, and I can also cast web and spider climb with the charges in it. However, I only can access spider climb because I don't have the knowledge to use the web component of it.
That's
So I can
That's
cast
the-
spider climb out of it. But we're not getting full use out of it because of class restrictions.
You guys are making me
still
try to
still
track
pretty
down this thing.
cool, though.
Oh, it's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, no, I think that's a keeper. But whatever this, I mean, the chess piece, it does give you a benefit to breath weapons.
Oh, you've
But-
got. Oh, they piqued the interest of the guy.
But
I assume you
the
guys are
thing-
talking right in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, but it's one of those things that would be used infrequently, whereby a +1 spear or a magical spear would be used quite frequently.
Or a magical bow for you guys. Now, would you want a bow or a rapier, Keeper? You kind of do a lot.
I guess a magical bow probably would get more use, but
Seems what you use the most, at least.
Ah,
Yep.
I had a Heward's handy haversack that went through here 3 weeks ago. It was about 2,000 gold. It's kind of like a bag of holding.
Mm.
That would be quite good.
Do you have a magical quiver?
No, but I think there might be one in the city. I'm trying to remember.
It's not overly important anyway. Do you know of any other places that sell magical weapons?
Just give me a sec here. I might be able to. Yeah. Let me just see something here. Don't like that one. Give me a sec. Oh, Lord. Come on. All right. Fox's weapons up in the Black Lake District.
That the only one, or
Oh, that's one that I can think of offhand that
okay.
sort of deals in sort of regular ones. Now, you might be able to get the odd magic item if you check some of the places here in Protector's Enclave, because what would where's it at? Oh, guess I shouldn't have moved that. Sorry. Too many windows open. Too funny. There it is. Okay. There we go. Yes, you might be able to check at the Shining Knight Arms and Armor and Astorio Arms here in this district. They deal in really well-crafted weapons and armor, and they may have the odd magical one that comes into their possession as well, but they're not specifically magic shops.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the information. I wish.
Potion of healing,
wish we could have found some.
50 gold,
No, thank you.
45 gold.
We got-
Potion of healing.
We have plenty of healers in our group.
Well, don't forget Sands if you're interested in anything that I have. Keep checking back. I've got new stock coming through all the time.
Is that a particularly good price for a potion of healing? I don't even know.
It's 50 in the book, I believe.
Yeah, 45 would be a good deal. Well, a deal.
Oh yes, let's pick up one of those then for. Yeah, I'm never one to turn down a potion of healing when I can get one, so I'll do that.
Oh, let me bring that up for you. Would you like it wrapped?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You imagine
Point
trying to get the
five
potion
gold.
of healing out to save somebody that's all wrapped up and
Get a little
tied
bow
in
on
a
it.
bow. You're
Hold
like,
on 1 second.
who did this?
It's a granny knot. Damn it. Okay. No, he reaches under his counter and pulls up a little vial of bubbly red liquid that you guys are sort of familiar with at this point. It is a normal potion of healing. You're getting it for 45 gold pieces.
Nice.
He says, "You tell you what, I'll give you 2 for 2 for 65."
Wow.
Yeah. I'll go in on that with you.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
32 from 50.
Aha! There you go. Gets out another one.
It's a heck of a deal.
Right.
We
Just
will keep
remember,
you in mind for our
Sands.
potion needs.
Oh yeah, you didn't
We,
even ask me about my potions. Oof. All right. Okay. You guys head out. You've got 2 new potions to your name, and
I get this covered. Actually, I say to Nash.
You got 'em?
But yeah. So
so
I appreciate that though.
a lower enchant magical weapon sounds like around 1,000 gold plus or minus.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
That's all. Yeah, it's expensive, but I mean, it's a start. It's the difference between watching those weird rats run around and attack people and
And
doing
devils.
something about
It
it.
was our first stop, and I would be willing to chip in, like if we have to pool some money so that somebody gets something that will make a difference, then Maybe we'll have to
Exactly.
do that,
Exactly.
right? I think together we can come up with something. But
Yeah, let's get the archers geared up first, and I can always use the longsword if need be. If we have enough for all of us, great.
all
We could
right.
have got the breastplate appraised. We'll do that somewhere.
Yes, breastplate. Praised. Let me see here. I think I've got a breastplate. It doesn't. Huh. Yeah. Where do you guys go?
The closest magic shop that he mentioned.
One of the weapon? Well, a magic shop or one of those other ones that might have a magic weapon or something you mentioned?
Might have a magical weapon or something.
Yeah, so there's 2 weapons armor people that you could go check out. Aurelius says, follow me. And he's going to bring you back around the way that you came, back down through the dock district, up around the corner, back into the fair, people hawking wares. And closest one, he says, let's go south. We'll go just down the street from where we dropped off that dandy there. So he leads you down through the streets. You walk by and you hear the odd people talking about like attacks in the city and things like that as you guys pass by. There's some sort of mumbling amongst the city folk. When you come to a collection of people that's fairly thick, you can overhear some conversations. Yeah, and eventually you get to the Shining Knight Arms and Armor. And of course, it's got like a big full plate armor and the window all polished up and gleaming.
I drool a little bit.
Dude, you're wearing full plate.
No, I'm not.
Oh no.
No, I wish. No, I'm wearing splint, I think. Yeah, splint.
We get you up as high as we could, I guess, eh?
Well, splint's pretty expensive. Not as expensive as.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. You walk in. You have got in here. You see a half orc is polishing a suit of a breastplate over in the corner as you guys walk in, and you see a dwarf with a broom kind of rushing along. You don't see too many people in the shop at this time. Hey there. What can I do for you? Says the half orc.
We're looking for magical weapons, if you have any.
Magical weapons, eh? Well, we have some of the best weapons you can find this side of Waterdeep. Some would say they're just sparkling with magnetic magic.
We're looking for something that can damage weird creatures.
And devils.
Weird
And
creatures.
And
dragons.
devils.
Devils, you say? Well, definitely something that you would need here in Neverwinter for sure.
That happen a lot, does it?
Oh, it's terribly dangerous here. You should all suit up and get some good weapons, that's for sure. You're going to need it. I do have one enchanted weapon. This is... It's kind of personal to me, but I might be
expensive.
I might be able to part with it. I got this here spear back here. You can see there's a spear kind of against the far, like behind the counter.
I turn
kinda hanging.
slowly toward Farouk.
I lean into you and go, is it magical?
God.
Okay. And
If you got the coin to pay for it, eh?
what's the damage?
Not there. I couldn't part for that for less than, I don't know, 1,500 gold.
We're closing in here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we might have to go kill the dragon and come back.
Oh, you got a dragon to kill, eh? Well, you'll
Yes.
be needing a magic spear to get that done, then, eh? Why don't you make me
Right.
a counter offer?
Hmm.
It is a
300 gold.
Oh my goodness, that's going to barely get you a greater potion of healing.
Let's start.
I mean, I could go 1,100.
Kick in 3.
That's a big jump. I'm sorry.
You got 3?
What'd you say, Nash?
I'm gonna whisper at Farouk there. What do you got 3?
I got 3.
I got 3.
600.
I got 3.
I got 3 I could put in.
But I was saying, what if we
600 down from 1,500 is not gonna. It's not. I'd like to help you out, but
Are we closer at 900?
tell you what, 1,000 gold. I can make that deal. I'm losing a bit, but you people, if you're gonna go fight a dragon, you're gonna need it.
We should arm you guys first, as I can use the
I'm not convinced that we should.
Let him hold it in his hand and see if he likes it, if it feels right to him.
Yep. He takes it off the wall, hands it over.
I do some maneuvers with it.
Yeah, it feels good in your hands. It's not a particularly ornate spear. It doesn't have a lot of fancy spikes on it or anything. It's just a good spear, sort of similar to the one you have.
How much can we get together away from the guy? Okay, I can. I don't know why you guys have so much.
You said 1,000
gold, but I can.
You should have easily.
Because we didn't give any to the innkeeper like you did.
Yeah,
this is true.
I
can give like 180.
Yeah, I've got some to give too. I've only got
How much did
about
300 would put me pretty much on my heels, but
Well, let's.
I'm presuming that we would be getting this, the
Let's
money
see what
back
we can
once we
get
acquire some more.
for the magic items that we're not really using overly, like the boots.
Well, I say we get the spear as a priority. You're front line.
That's right.
Yes.
And if we
Well,
can
what
get
about
money,
the scimitar? Let's see
So-
if that's interesting enough to even drop the price a little.
Yeah.
I know it's not super magical, but see what he'll give.
Mhm. Okay. So, what would you lower it by if we threw this scimitar in? It doesn't tarnish.
He's holding it up. It's fairly good quality.
It is magical.
Looks like it's Thavian made.
that was my conclusion as well.
It's kind of looking up and down the blade. For that, probably knock 200 off.
200 off
That
the
helps.
1,000, so that's 800.
Hmm.
You guys sure? I'd rather see you guys get your bows.
Let's do it. We may not even find a bow, but you got a spear here. I also, in the 2 encounters we have had, I've done fairly well. So even though we've encountered things that there were a problem, I've managed to find ways around that with what I already have. So
Well, if you guys are sure.
I'm good for it.
As I
How much do you need for me?
as Nash said, you're the front line.
Front line.
Well, I have 300
Well,
or 30 platinum to be precise.
let me see on my character record sheet. On
So you
page
just need
2,
500 more.
I have got about 300 gold.
I had 300.
Well, I've got probably more. Actually, I've got some platinum pieces, and they're worth 10, are they?
10.
Yeah. I've got probably about 800 all told to my name.
Dang.
So if we're going to split this up, how much do you need from me?
So we're shy 500.
I can give 180.
Well, if each of us gave 100, then he would be
100 shy.
yeah,
125 each. would make it.
125 each.
125?
125? I can
Sounds
do
good
I
that.
for
can
me.
do that.
Yep. Let me just make that adjustment here.
And I'm assuming it's a +1.
It is a +1 spear. All right. Oops. That's too much. All right. Here you go. He forks out the gold.
I truly appreciate it, friends.
You
Well,
just keep getting
if you're
hit
gonna keep
instead of me.
if I'm gonna keep hanging around with you guys, I want you to be able to do something with that thing. So it's worth the investment.
Plus, we did give you the Lightbringer mace. You got that. That's pretty good.
Oh, I didn't know you were giving it to me. I thought I was just using it.
I was assuming that it was yours to use.
Yeah, it's gonna come in handy if we run into undead for sure, or anything that needs magical weapons, I guess. All right. So, what do you guys think? You've come to agreement then?
Yes.
I think
So
my accent
800 plus
changed.
the sword.
All right, sword plus 800. All right, you make the deal. You exchange hands. He gives it one last little polish on the blade of the spear and hands it over. Now, can I interest you in any kind of
Woohoo.
mundane things like some armor? You know, upgrade that old splint of yours. It looks like it's seen a few.
We need our money for other stuff. But definitely, I'll keep you in mind
You're
after the
looking
dragon.
You're looking for bows, then, eh? I can't say that I can think of any magical bowyers, but there's a couple of magic places in town. Yeah. Good luck.
What about? I wonder how much it would cost us to get them enchanted. But I think that takes quite a while, quite a bit of time, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That's beyond me. This one, every once in a while we get something that comes in. So I've had that one there for a while. It's kind of claimed it for myself, but yeah, I'm not going to be fighting a dragon, so I might as well have it.
Oh, it's old stock. I should get a discount.
It was 1,500. I think you got a real good discount.
All right. That seems like a good place to stop.
Oh my gosh, it's 11 o'clock already. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Magic item acquired.
There you go.
One down,
Good,
2 more to go.
Yeah. Well, I told myself that I was going to allow you guys to be able to spend some of the money you earned. We didn't do so much of that in our last campaign. Guys keep making the money. You guys can keep coming back and looking for cool stuff.
Nice.
And there'll be a sort of a random assortment of stuff that constantly moves through. So it all depends on what what I randomly generate for stock. But
It's cool. It's good that they keep stock moving.
yeah, no, absolutely. So it's not so
The
much.
rapier had to be a 60,000 gold one, though, right?
Yeah, Yeah,
Good lord.
it's the only rapier that was there. But yeah, no, I mean, and you can ask. Maybe you could ask somebody to keep an eye out for something, and then if you come back later, they might have acquired it. Who knows, right? There's all kinds of different things you can do. But yeah, you can't just walk in and say, "I want a +2 sword" and get it. It's like, well, does he have it on his list? No. But there you go. Yes. So you got in a fight. There's something going on with were rats, and you got a spear and a good meal. So
Yay.
Very good.
and a history
Yeah,
lesson at the beginning.
I wish we had time to search those weird rats, the ones that went down, but
I thought the same thing.
the guard got there too quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nash might have had an opportunity, but he didn't mention it, so he didn't.
I was more concerned
Although
with him
you
waking
did, I
up.
did say you took his short sword and his crossbow off him, so you could have done anything with those if you wanted to at the time. You could have put them in your
Magical
backpack.
crossbow.
Yeah.
I
Anyways, I'll let you guys go. I know you guys got to get some sleep and stuff. So, yeah, next week.
Very good.
Have a
All
good one, guys.
Thank you.
See you,
Be
boys.
Nighty
well.
nights.
Yay for role playing.
Bye
I was
bye.
missing it.
Bye.
See ya.